One. All right, welcome everyone to this week's episode of Soul Info Cards. As you could see, we are following in WNF's footsteps by being exceptionally late. All right, so this week we have two esteemed guests, MindWolf and RuberBeefMan. How about you introduce yourselves? Starting with MindWolf.
Hey, I don't really know what to say about me. I'm a Quebec player. I'm from Canada. I'm 26. And I like to do wake up fire pole dance.
Same. All right. And
then hi. Then I guess I'm the other one. Hi, I'm RuberBeefMan. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm 21. I'm younger than half the people in this community. I'm a recovering genre addict, and I'm happy to be here.
All right. So, once again, we have two very esteemed guests. Now, MindWolf is very established on the PSN network, as well as making strides in the PC, as we've seen, as well as RuberBeefMan winning the first WNF of the year. So now, this show is pretty much we just kind of do a deeper dive of our players in the community, and we like to kind of, learn more about our players and our community. So we're gonna start out with sets from MindWolf, and then we're gonna create like a soul info card, kind of like a ninja info card kind of thing, and then we're gonna transition over to RuberBeefMan. Now, RuberBeefMan, we gotta know because everyone's confused. Is it RuberBeefMan or RuberBeefMan?
I mean, you're at this point. It's like, why are you ruining the magic trick? The joy you get in life with people who even know me now. Still, every single time, it's like Pavlov's dog, where like you ring a bell and he salivates. It's when my name is said that the conversation ensues. Like, is it RuberBeefMan or RuberBeefMan? Like, it's something magical. Like, why would I ruin that?
All right, it's the mix-up. That's what it is.
It's definitely the mix-up. It's RuberBeefMan. Eventually, this meme will die eventually, but you know.
The name mix-up.
Indeed. All right, so. Once again, if you chat is free to interact. If you have any questions for these players, feel free to ask. Gigs6, thank you for joining. Welcome to the stream. And we are going to start with the Deus Ex Kylo. I believe this is the first one. Huge online Parsec tournament, and we will see the set between MindWolf and Rich Sticks.
Real quick, one more question before we start. Towards RuberBeefMan. Why don't you have the other B there if it's RuberBeefMan? Why do you only have one B? It makes no sense.
It's Ruber.
I just want to know. What?
It's Ruber, but yeah, I mean, there's some lore to it. Like, it came with the Xbox gamer like the character limit. My old gamer tag wouldn't fit properly technically, so B was cut.
All right. Don't explain JVD. Welcome, JVD. Always welcome here. All right, so we're gonna get started. Let's see. Let's have the volume a little bit lower here so it doesn't distract from the main thing. And yeah, let's do this. We are gonna 3, 2, 1, boom.
That was a long time ago.
This is the quarantine times. I do like the back pair usage right there.
I would have been very impressed if you almost got the back parry on 1B.
I do also like the usage of Monument 4B. Oh, okay.
Oh my god, why'd I do that?
Oh, it worked out.
Yeah, so on PC, you're gonna see me do a lot of misinputs because I like only played there.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of questionable decisions that can be attributed to misinputs.
Ooh, nice.
Like in the callouts with Monument.
No, that was not a misinput.
Could come clutch in Maxi, right? To be able to acknowledge those strings and everything.
Oh,
That was a very impressive block on the 1B.
Wow.
He actually ducked there. That's crazy.
yeah, because I did the conditioning by doing like 6 AA like 4 times in a row in the round before that, so I knew it was gonna duck.
Just don't get hit. Just block everything.
All right.
Sidestep all the verticals, duck the high.
I'm really big like on conditioning.
Wow.
That's a way.
Yeah, throws.
All right,
Point
going
out
for a
that
little
he's
tech
2
trap.
for 2. He's 2 for 2 on monuments right now.
Hit there, yeah. And that little bit of damage.
Yeah, I'm a big monument user. I love monuments.
Yeah, it gets out of there.
It hasn't been re-GI'd
Okay, that-
either.
Again with it.
Wait, you can re-GI that?
Yeah, you can re-GI it. Harry does it to me all the time.
Oh,
That was
that
oof.
disrespect was, man. That's definitely, it was much. It was pretty calculated too, because like the worst, you're not gonna really die if you if he disrespects you. If you don't
Right.
disrespect him, you're not really gonna die by anything else that would have killed you.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, I disrespected on purpose because Maxi, you have to like every time you get hit by Maxi, you have to guess. Is he gonna do the frame trap option or delay and do the stand switch versus break attack delay option?
Mhm.
So it was a big risk reward. I lose, I get a bit of damage, but if I win, it gets me out. So
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah, very good. I mean, Maxi is also a huge knowledge check character, so just good on being knowing on when able to interrupt and not interrupt.
Onto the scene just in the last month or so, not a lot of people are aware of.
To beat Maxi, you basically gotta play him in a way, because learning all of those stances by just fighting him, I think would be really fucking hard, to be honest. Doesn't seem like
yeah, I
it.
know you have to, but you can apply that thing of guessing of immediate frame trap versus
Mhm.
versus delay on like 90% of his stance changes. So you don't have that's like a fundamental anti-maxi. Like
Mhm.
if you don't want to lab the entire character, you can just apply this simple like general knowledge of is he gonna frame trap me or delay?
Yeah, so there, that vertical string, I do like to GI the verticals.
Yeah, you can GI,
yeah,
especially if you go for the third one. It's pretty. That one's the easier one. If you can do it on the second one, then you're pretty cracked at that point if you're calling out the second hit.
Yeah. All right, nice 2-2B. All right, going for a little reset right there.
Yeah. Should have done the mid more often.
But maybe the download was complete.
That was ballsy. Just
Beyblade.
going in with that Beyblade when he has that. Well, that move that he just did, the 6.
Spin to win,
plus
baby.
B.
Spin the win.
Beyblade's +8 on block, so if you space it right, it's hard to interrupt.
Yep.
I always think in my
Well,
head,
yeah,
I'm like,
but he's-
oh, I
Maxi's-
could totally react to that move and hit him out of it. And every time I never get it.
Maxi flies like halfway across the screen though with a 6 A plus B and like soul charge though.
True.
Like pressing anything versus, and it tech ducks like the entire way towards you. It's so good, bro. Like Jesus, these monuments.
He's 3 for 4 right now, which is I can't believe because
Absurd.
and then he like
It's so good.
dumb stuff. But yeah,
Oh, the 2-2.
All right, let's see the mix.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't respect. Oh no, he air controlled it.
didn't get
Oh,
wrong
fuck.
now.
He air controlled it.
Rich
Oh,
Sticks,
he tried to jump the
oaf.
mid.
But yeah, like there's been a few characters where I literally picked them up for like a week or like a month just to learn how to beat them, and Maxi was one of them because I got tired of not knowing his stance stuff and like when to interrupt and when not to. So I just
Oh, you're going for
I
that.
had to learn.
Nice, nice,
Jesus,
nice. Not
nice.
many people know about that.
He's gone for that option every single time, and every single time it has hit, but in a weird way.
Did not know. Have not seen that combo before.
You could tech to the side, but a certain
Because I was
side.
thinking. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think he got caught because he was stuck almost towards the corner. That I don't know if he could really get out of that unless the other side was the universal. Unless the other side was the universal tech.
Mm.
Dude, so well in that set. Oh my god.
Ooh, nice and 3K is good.
3K.
Oh my.
I feel like I was better in that set a year ago than I am now. That's hilarious.
Potential ring out grab there in that situation. 2 rounds to 1.
Yeah, Rich Sticks was just waiting there.
Lots of clashing A lot of mid-range kind of stuff going on right here.
One B, but that Keelik while rising K just has such stubby range.
It's a pretty good thing though. If he has Rich wanting to actually wait there instead of trying to guess to not take his Oki, that's a pretty big win.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, if he's not trying to call you out and he's just giving up his Oki, that's a huge win.
Really soul charge.
Especially, well, in Soul Charge, if you get hit with the fire pole, you take 130. So it's a lot.
Yeah, Rich is gonna spend the bar because why not?
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Nice.
All right, a little bit of Oki.
Smart.
Okay, -2 situation there. Oh! Oh.
he got the all right. He got it.
Smart decision from Rich Sticks.
Oh, that was weird.
Not a lot of people are able to do that.
Insane.
All right, get some plus frame. Wow!
Why would he mash this?
Wow! Rich Sticks, my man.
Aren't you? Isn't Keelik like plus like 8 there or some shit?
Plus 10. Plus
I
10.
guess like, I can guess what he probably imagined, which I also thought of when I saw that when I just saw
But
that.
he's
Like,
yeah.
if he takes the K, then he's back to the ring edge, and you're in a very bad spot to begin with. But I think he was trying to bet on right here. I think he was betting that if he's going to use the K option,
Mhm.
that if he does
Yeah.
that, he gets a massive punish off of it and keeps himself out of the ring edge.
Right. So.
Yeah, but he did 6A plus B there, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, it should tech crouch under the K, which is K's high, so it should technically.
Yeah,
hit.
but it's a hard as fuck call out though. Like it's a big call out at -10, and like even if it was right, it would have gotten an airborne hit, which wouldn't have amounted to much.
Mhm.
Like I said, I don't think it was a very good decision.
Yeah,
but
no.
I can at least see the logic behind like why he particularly might want to mash there. But that was a pretty bold call to make, and he
Yeah.
got punished for it badly.
Yeah. Also, for a little bit of knowledge, so if you do B plus K hold by itself, it's +6. But when you do the transition, which is what we saw here,
Insane.
that's +10.
Plus 10. I
Yes.
just looked it up too. So crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So here, yeah, and then now you're in a pretty bad situation. There is an interesting setup you could do with that Oki and try to like 2A plus B becomes a force block and all that dumb stuff.
And that's gonna be it. It's not gonna be it. Now
Well, not really a
With
force
plus
block.
10, can Nightmare even armor?
I think
through?
going
Like,
for the 1A there is really good. It's a hard move to block, especially
Mhm.
on. It's just it's an annoying move to block, and then like if he breaks it, what you're still like +4, 6,
1.
4,
It
6.
depends.
Oh, what?
It's a bit random. It depends on when the break happens. It's
Mhm.
between -4 to +6.
Oh, really? I usually kind of assume it's +1. To me, what I saw it was if they break it early, it's still Keelik's turn. You break it late, like at a certain point, it's opponent's turn. But I didn't
Yeah.
realize 4 to 6.
So Job Van Damme is asking me what's my favorite killing move. It's really a hard question because there's a ton of moves that I like, but I think I can give maybe a top 3. I think my top 3 move for killing would be first of all Soul Charge Beyblade. I freaking love that move. 6/6 A plus B and Soul Charge. That's so fun to do. And then I'd say Monument, like the stance, the transition, super
Smart
cool
scene.
as well. And like, I think visually my favorite move, like for style points, is the sideshow where he kicks you 2 times, and then like I think it's left sideshow. He spins the staff and you can ring out in a certain angle.
Mhm.
But yeah, on the top of my head, that's what I'm thinking about. But there's so many cool moves. Like 80% of Kilik's move are really really cool.
Yeah, mine is back turn K, back turn K, and back turn K. So, moving on.
Yeah.
I'd probably say 6 A plus B.
Wiggle
And
stick.
yes, I do. I do side to Keelik. All right.
All right, so now we are gonna see another set. This is
Oh
Noah's.
wait, no. I go back on my word. My favorite Kilik move is Soul Charge 22AAA. That
that
shit-
move.
That move is so nice. I even like most of the time that I use it, I kill myself, but I use it anyway because it's so like it's the best move ever. Like it's the best looking move. He spins on the ground, it breakdances, like and on counter hit that's like fuck, that's like 80 damage on counter hit. So good.
Oh, that
There's
is
It's a bad move, but I love it.
minus 24.
I honestly thought like minus 28. I think it's 28. I think
Jesus.
it's like minus 28.
Pretty much, you have time to grab dinner, come back, and punish. All right.
Yeah.
So this one is the Noah versus MindWolf Buminati battles, week 31.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you see
That was
did you, or,
before
like,
Deus Ex,
fucker was
if I
actually,
really
like,
recall.
Before Deus Ex Kylo. Okay.
statistically, like,
Yeah.
was popular waifu for many
I really
years?
like
No, that's disgusting.
what's that move? It's like
They
when
just
you're
suggest
on the ground
exactly that,
and you do
yes, I am also
2
disgusted.
A plus B.
Oh,
like,
wait,
below.
Killick?
Oh yeah, wall down
Yeah,
2 A plus
Helix.
I didn't get to vote.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
I like
last
that
hit of 2 AAA.
Yeah.
It's the
That's
same
probably my
move.
second favorite behind 6 A plus B.
Rico,
Just nobody like sees it
Nemo's
coming,
favorite move,
or
back turn K.
most people don't at least.
So this matchup is actually very interesting to me. I actually kind of like it. Oh my gosh, why do people keep mashing at that?
Oop. Level 3.
Nice.
This matchup would be a lot better if
Ugh.
1KK didn't exist,
Why
but
you trying to play dead, son?
I know, right?
woo, 6A.
I got beheaded.
Yep, the a lot of movement in that set he was able to capitalize on,
Super nice.
but
Yep, on top of that,
I really need to do the mid more.
all thanks to the
the Monument B.
Telling Mina is fun
Yeah.
to play.
Because it's a mix up.
Mhm.
It's kinda a mix up.
What a punish.
Man, that 3 for 3 so far in back turn Ks. They're putting work.
Yes, it's a bad move though.
Hey, they nerfed that move, right? The Killick wall down.
Don't let people think
It's
it's a
high
good
risk,
move.
yeah.
No, it's a good move.
Yeah, back in case pretty good.
With punish the first hit, it's so funny.
High risk, high reward. I would say.
Not really high risk because it's only minus 14. But like,
I thought it was
yeah.
minus 16.
No,
No,
no, 14.
Oh, never mind. It's not even that high risk. Fuck. Unless you're fighting Zangua.
To be fair, whoever blocks the move, you're sidestepping or get hit by it. There's no in between.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
usually
true.
my thought process is like, do they know how to punish back turn K? And if the answer is no, I control the pace of the game.
Man, that was aggressive GI.
Cool combo. Look how much
Hey, Akira. Oh my.
GI's at minus
What?
12, baby. And he actually landed that lethal hit. Jesus.
Hey, GIing after a punishable move is actually optimal. Because you either get punished or you GI something. There's like nobody's gonna do a break attack after
Oh.
block.
Oh wait, you'd be surprised.
I do. I do.
You'd be surprised.
I do
I've
that
gotten
for that
hit.
specific reason.
Should have seen my grow like a year and a half
What-
ago. That would have been my absolute option. Negative 14. Oh, I'll break attack you.
One of my favorite things to do as Nightmare is to just 4 A plus B people. I mean, 4 A people when they do like
Wow.
minus 12,
Well-
minus 14 stuff. That was crazy, by the
Yeah.
way. Holy crap.
That's GI because it's minus 10. It's not punishable.
It's like
All right, we got a little bit of force trying to break the
That was
guard.
nice.
trying to go for a break, maybe? Or am I thinking Zasen shit?
Oh yeah, that's death.
Oh, nice sidestep.
This 2-2-B lethal hit.
Oh.
I didn't get it just
To mix up.
Break.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Broke the guard!
Yeah, no,
Jesus.
that move is a guard
Oh, yeah.
crush.
At that point, it was almost checkmate to begin with. He was on the
How much
ground.
guard
I think
damage
he was gonna have to
does
eat
it do again?
anything at that point and die.
Yeah, it does 12%. Also, it is your voice.
Oh, it's pretty
Omega
good.
XDN. Yeah, so it does 12. It doesn't jail because of the way it's coded, because of monument and back parry transition. You could actually let go and get hit by the last 3 or 2.
If you let go at that
I
time,
mean,
you
but-
let that anyway.
I guess.
And then you're like +4 or whatever.
Yeah, you're
I
plus
mean,
4.
he was basically stuck there though, because like
Man.
if he gets hit by the last 3, he's dead. So like
It's like one of the
he's dead
only.
either way.
That's
Where
just
did my
what.
ult
That's
come
just
from?
checkmate. That's checkmate scenario at that
Yeah.
point. You either take the guard or you die. There's no in between. Which is always the most
Good.
depressing point when it
Could he have
happens
soul
to
charge
you,
there?
but it's always your
No.
favorite point when you get it. You're like, oh yeah, my opponent's just dead
Could
now.
have soul charge there? Oh.
No.
Well,
So
stay
it's like
well,
the
stay on the
Xbox
ground and
versus
roll.
PSN, people
That's
Yeah,
that's
you
Yeah.
should, yeah, you should stay on the ground and wait until I finish the
So
spin
far, PSN looks like
or
the
roll to
superior
my back.
console.
Snap.
Hence why it's our tournament standard.
It's
To be
always
fair,
been.
it's not 1-to-1. You know,
Same
between,
stage.
Keelik, we need to
Which
get
is wait,
Valkyrade.
did you
Dang,
get
my
random
man
same
tried to
stage?
backturn K on the 2A plus B right there.
I'm dead.
okay.
Oh,
What? That
good
didn't even
old-
look like tip range. That's crazy. Oh, you're
Good
dead.
old
I
Force
know,
Ray.
dude.
Mine
Oh, you're
will
not
fail the
dead?
boomer check.
Oh, I'm not dead. Yeah, that's okay.
It was like
My
a OG
gosh,
Xbox
that's
player,
5 for
wasn't
5 right now. I
Way
think
back in the day.
it? Way back in the day.
unbelievable.
Back to K.
I swear, you land these moves. I'm like, yeah, he's gonna, you land these moves often, but like at least you like miss once or twice. No, you have not missed once.
Oh, mine will save
Oh.
it.
Like I said, I either win hard or I lose hard. There's no in between.
All right, so that's 0 on block. So, but you can step it. It's kind of like it's like Sung Mina's like guard crush one. Ooh.
Yep, there it is again.
Dude, they're just flying.
So
It's
good.
weird.
It's mix up.
Oh wow.
Yay, good play!
I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
my.
I can that actually because he went for the auto GI because I also would have been just waiting for the AB because that would have killed off
You
the
could
wall.
you could actually
And
option
then-
select GI there,
Oh,
but
second time that
he didn't get the timing.
For the mid?
You have the mid.
You know, all you get
That's
is
gonna
punish,
whiff.
Just like standing K, but it's better than
Nope,
going to
no
the,
punish.
That's gonna that's tip.
GI
Oh
too.
wow.
that's gonna punish.
Big damage.
Yep, big boy punish.
Very impressive. I never punched the move.
And doesn't have to deal with the damage.
I'll be honest. That's one
A
of the
GI's
moves I
coming
know
up.
is
How
negative
did
in my
I
head.
know?
Yes.
No one really
Okay.
knows the frames on that, so
Remember
I
just
kinda
freezing
saw
you
it.
out from there and nothing mattered.
so on.
Just remember the
So that move 2-2A plus B, I believe is -10 at tip range. Oh, that's death.
Oh my gosh, Monument the 6-6A.
I always remember the 6-6A of Songmin Soul Charge. Like it's too easy. Like you know, every Songmin wants to do that move.
Situations, just like, you know, I'm just gonna do it.
I feel like I do
Optimal?
that, and then I
Optimal?
played Raz the other week, and he full crouch 1K'd me every time it's so charged. I'm like, whoop, this is gonna hurt.
Gonna cancel it.
Oh,
He's gonna keep going. Need one more combo. He has confidence in.
okay, that's another
Oh,
mix up.
Oh, just getting
Mina
getting
mixes.
knocked down.
Oh
I
my.
know.
Mina's soul
Pixel-
charges so
Mina,
like, it's
okay,
just
man.
either guess or take like 70 damage. Like
I still think the dumbest thing of all time is that 1KK can be confirmed, like in mid combo, confirmed to get the safe out. Like you can confirm not getting punished. Because you can do the one that just puts you back like a half screen.
I love Mina's
That was actually, I think, extremely smart for how far you were.
Oh, that's death.
Since he couldn't really punish with anything.
Oh, not going for. Okay, let's see. Oh, is he gonna do it? Oh, yeah, that's death.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, gotta be careful.
But I
man.
absolutely think getting the actually using the totem pole there was extremely smart
Mhm.
at the time being because she was so far away that I don't think a 3v nothing else would have reached, and you got the you got the change stage positioning, which was
did he just
massive. against her.
2-0 MindWolf? I mean Noah?
Yeah.
Damn, nice.
I'm kind of inconsistent. Some days I can beat top players, and other days I just lose versus everybody. And I'm like one of the most inconsistent players you can see.
I'm trying
I
to
just like-
hit that level of inconsistency myself.
Maybe that's a Killick trait, like a Killick main trait. All Killick players are inconsistent. Because
Yeah,
Killick
I feel like I can attest to that. I feel like I can attest to that. Every time I play a Killick, I just don't know what's happening. I'm like, is this person gonna be really cracked today, or are they gonna like kill themselves? Don't know yet.
Yeah. Usually it's the latter, but all right, here's the third set. This one.
Times.
I respect. No. I want to see some shit.
all my best moments.
Of course, you gotta include some of the greatest hits.
So this is MindWolf and Less Than Lee.
Yeah, that was like 1 week or 2 weeks ago
Okay.
on PacoSArt in the team battle.
Starting Lee off right off the bat.
This indeed is the Boominati League.
Was in ace the last time around, and
So this matchup is kind of interesting to me. I'm still learning it.
I think he lost like 2 games. I know he lost to Party Wolf and I believe one other person.
basically out mix up him and stay close. You do.
Wow.
I think Keelik wins the neutral, especially up close here. So
I think it's just Siegfried's just a very it is a very weird matchup because there's Siegfrieds that are like Lee's is the in my opinion the top Siegfried when I look at because when I play him I'm like this is so hard to play against. He's nothing like all the other Siegfrieds. Like it's so much more refined and clean.
Yep, that's a mix-up, and a mix-up, and a mix-up.
Yeah, and a mix-up. Get in the blender.
All right, so out here, Lee is sponsored by Blend Tech.
Ooh, 2A plus B. This ain't no net play, my man. That's not gonna work here. Pretty sure that's why the Anton's team decided to do this.
yeah, Siegfried's kind of one of those cheeky, like 50-50 kind of guys, because they're technically, especially on, I forgot the stance name, but the one with the low K and the
I think that's reverse side
vertical,
hole.
B.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
that's
That's crazy.
Hold up.
That's crazy.
Sorry, I gotta freeze frame. What?
freeze frame. And you wonder how I got in this situation.
I cannot believe that he just sidestepped your move and went for the optimal punish and got absolutely robbed. What?
Yeah,
If
and
he lost this set, I would be seething. By the way,
All right,
if
all
I
right.
lost
So this is what
this
we got
set
here. This is what we got
after
here.
that.
I'm
It's so fucking.
All right. So this is the sword supposed to be going this way, but where does it go? It goes behind.
It's because he steps forward, I think.
Yeah.
And, like,
I
like,
guess,
steps
but
past
that's
him, yeah.
still unbelievable. That
It's so dumb.
oh, I'll be honest. If I was in Lee's scenario, I think I would be livid at that point. I'm like, are you kidding me? Caliber.
My goodness.
Oh my god.
I mean, I look at that. I'm a momentum-based player, and when something like that happens,
The lag mid.
when something
I'll test something real
like
quick.
that happens, I just like, I'm like, hey, it's my time to shine. The gods have chosen me.
Yeah, MindWolf should be thanking his gods right now because he should have died there.
Yeah,
I can
but yeah.
definitely see.
As
right
I was
now
saying
that-
though before that. Wait, what?
Is
Is
this
this-
my
is
end
this
Oh,
player
really
whoa,
too?
it's sped up. It's sped up.
No, it's
Yeah.
straight up
Oh, no.
super
Oh,
fast, my dude.
That's how
What's
fast.
happening?
That's how fast the game is,
What?
right?
Yeah, we're playing 2 times speed.
So this one, okay. So this is Twitch. So YouTube commands don't work here. But all right, we got a little punish right there.
Oh.
I
I mean,
actually
I
won
think at
this.
this point the momentum's just so shifted after what more than likely should have been a 3-0.
Oh no!
What?
Stuffed him out the.
Oh my! I feel. I'm not gonna lie. I feel for Lee right now.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
Rise of
one
I'm not gonna lie. I just gotta say, prayers out to him for getting clipped out twice.
-8. We're gonna see the soul charge come out. Ding 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 ding. +8 again.
Oh, it's over.
Oh, almost.
Oh,
Almost.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you for breaking front there.
And he actually.
My goodness. I do like the momentum. I do like the momentum.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm at 2 of those rounds.
And then he decided to win.
As I was saying before all that craziness happened, Siegfried is like one of those cheeky 50-50 type characters because his reverse side hold like KB makes up the low is technically reactable if you're watching for it because like I-20 I believe but,
20.
you just
I-20 is
Yeah.
non-reactable. I'm sorry, dude.
Yes, you did the
It's
optimal
hard,
ring out.
but it
Wait,
is.
but it doesn't work. But it might work. Oh no!
Okay, if you landed that last hit, that would have killed, but I was actually expecting a ring out there.
I'm not agreeing I-20 is reactable because I think especially online, it's definitely not because I think Sophie's
online
1K
it's
is
probably
I-22.
not, but
I think Sophie's 1K is
Offline, it definitely
I-22, and there's no chance I can react to
Oh
that.
yeah, I am
Like,
reacting to that.
if you can react to Sophie 1K, then you have the reactions of a god at that point.
Okay. Wow, on the back throw.
The damage.
Dude, I think out of all the Killick players in this Boom League, I think he's I think.
Okay,
You
the
definitely-
Heaton.
you- You got the momentum right now, and I can
MindWolf is
tell
multi-pass level
Lee's
5
pro-
thief,
I
Lamau.
think Lee's probably still
I would be
still
frazzled.
complimented on the front on knocking that 3-0 the first game.
Chance that MindWolf OCVs the entire team. Lee
Welcome to
said
Soul
that
Charge.
And then the
Hey, let's go!
the RI, all right.
uninstall the game.
That was a very good call. That was a very aggressive call. That
Wow,
definitely
what a
gave you
call out
dividends.
right there. What a call out. Why would you? If you thought he was going to mash, then sure. But that was a call out and a half.
Oh man, he's about to
I like.
Callouts.
He literally
That's my name.
lost the game.
I don't play normal Soul Calibur. I play Callout Soul
He's getting
Calibur.
something out of it. Oh,
Yeah, that's at least a 6 BB.
Be right 12 times a match, or you can be wrong 2 times a match because you'll be dead by then. To
Keelik is a character that can do that, though.
be fair, there are plenty of players who. There's a lot of people in the community that are very good that also have a lot of play on a lot of reads.
Abyss Commando being one of them. I like timing reads
Yeah.
myself. Just Keelix in general.
He
Yo, damn it!
Yeah, 2A plus B into pillars is true. Don't try to tech. You take
No,
more
it's
damage.
not. It's not true. It's not true. You can take one side.
One side? Okay.
Nah, you can take the right, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
Oh, good blocking the low.
Goodbye, health
Wow,
bar.
nice block.
after you definitely won.
I do like your use of I-14 punishes. That's really good. Something I need to work on.
Thanks.
Yeah, with the mashing rematch.
Wait, wow.
Yeah,
I
I
was
don't know, man.
just like, okay, you know what? I know what happened.
Is there another set you'd like to analyze in this this week's Illuminati battle, or do you want to move on to the
Really would've just
PSN
been a
ones?
matter of, like, just calming him down.
Like even if that, if
I-
it's like nothing about game.
I linked the other two sets that I linked are from PSN, so we can watch that, or we can. It's up to you. I don't mind either way.
Okay, yeah, we'll move on. Cause yeah, I like me some YouTubes. All right, let's see. Video feed. All right, yeah, no, that was a really good momentum like shift, like a good example of momentum shift right there. And yeah, definitely a fan of that. All right,
Thank you.
let's see here. This one is the Sly one.
I ride my momentum hard because when I don't have the momentum, I kind of don't know how to get it back.
Mhm.
So when I have it, I ride hard.
Mm.
So
Okay, so this is so Sly is a very good Talon player. We've actually Sly was a previous guest on our Soul Info cards, and pretty good friend of mine, and we just like to vibe out. And his Talon is amazing, so we're gonna just watch this. I know you have a particularly not like Talon kind of stance, and as well as I do. So I think
What?
yeah, Talon. I don't like playing Talon. So, but then again, I don't like playing anyone.
I mean, Sly Tiger and me, we played so much that now that I know Talim, I prefer playing her to like a bunch of other like. I hate more Tubi, Wrath, Astaroth, Nightmare, Siegfried. Like they're all characters that I prefer. I hate more than Talim.
Mhm.
Like Talim, the problem with Talim is it's not like Maxi. Talim, you really have to know everything about the matchup. Everything. If you don't know everything, get fucked.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
That's the ultimate knowledge check character, even more than Voldo.
Mm. Right, especially
But
with
what-
certain transitions into Wind Charmer and Wind Soul are technically safe. You don't know when to challenge unless you actually look into the character. So, yeah, we will
Yeah.
get into this.
And me and Sly Tiger kind of had that rivalry going on the PSN tournaments. Like I won a bunch, he won a bunch.
Nice punish. This is already a lot more aggressive gameplay I'm seeing.
Wow, that was a very solid whiff punish.
I love my.
I am not a
On
fan of the
PSN?
6-6K slide B because every time I try with punishing it, they fall out of the hitbox.
That happens to me like 10% of the time. The rest of the time, they don't fall off. And on PC, I can't whiff punish with 6-6 BK, but on PSN I can, because I don't know why. I'm more used to PSN.
Sly is challenging some questionable things in this set, but you are taking advantage of that quite well.
I mean, he is pretty aggressive, so he does.
Yeah.
Oh, the counter confirm.
Yep, that's pretty good.
Probably like the meta between them already that they've formed from playing each other so much.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not the way I play and the way he plays. We don't play like that versus like people we never play. Oh my god.
Call him 1K and 6K is so good.
1K?
Yeah.
Yeah,
1K.
Talem's 1K is actually pretty good. Nobody like talks about it. It's pretty fast. Is it?
Good GI.
I think it's slightly minus.
Minus 2.
Yeah, it's -2 horizontal right.
Alright, let's see what the mix. Oh my gosh, you're a nutter butter. You are a nutter butter. Good whiff punish.
Dang.
Yeah. I'm with you on the. I think the Talon 1K is way more. I think for me personally, I think Talon 1K
zero
is
on
so
hit.
annoying to deal with because it's 0 on hit and she has so many good jump moves that has lethal hit. So your 2A now becomes actually dangerous to use.
Are you the right move? Because 1K is the horizontal low. It's not that good.
I think it's pretty solid in a lot of matchups because it is 0 on hit. 0 on
right?
Hit.
Yeah, and she has so and you're two. And most times, most of her characters, if you're on hit, you can just 2A. You can get rid of you can get rid of most of her options. But her, she has good tech jumps and ones that are lethal hits too. So that becomes a very now dangerous throw 2A.
And if she trades with 6K, 9 times out of 10 she's more plus than you because her 6K is +8, I believe.
Oh,
Hit.
yeah. Her 6K is dumb. It's
I-12 tech duck, by the
I-12.
way. +8 on
I-12 tech
So
duck
good.
mid. My god, it's only -14.
Wall combo starter.
And it wall splats, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it's stupid.
Isn't like the best 2A like +6?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, but that's a standard 2As are +6. Then you have certain characters who have like Siegfried and Astrolf have different 2A properties, and like
they're true lows.
Mina has like only a +2, which is thank goodness. If that was +6, oh my gosh.
And +2 and no pushback. That's what made it really good, because like click 2A is +6, but there's a ton of pushback. But Mina has like no pushback on hit.
Yeah, but I think that's probably a problem for her because her game plan, she doesn't really want to scrap.
So this is Keelik's best stage. This is Keelik's best stage.
I've just seen 3 verticals whiff in midair, and I don't understand what's going on.
So this stage is really good for Keelik because at round start, if you 2-2B, you could actually force a 50-50, like ring out. It's really, really good.
At round start 50-50.
Yeah, so you 2-2B, AB, KK, 6-6K slide B, and then you could certain characters like Talem is a character that you don't need to be at ring edge completely. Cassandra, Cervantes, you just gotta lab which ones, and you could use that to your advantage.
Oh, I did not back on K. It's the momentum. Should have backed on K.
Oh wow, BB clips.
Yeah, after that transition, after Talem does 6BB.
You tried doing the abyss.
You didn't Q?
Oh my god. So after Talem does 6BB,
death.
BB with click punishes everything. Every option.
Alright. A little slow on the block punch there, whatever, it's fine. I don't expect to punish 6Ks.
Okay, I'm only good doing that 1X because I get just the cheap button. Like, oh yeah, let me just use the I-12.
Yeah, AA or just CE. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, CE was the big one. Because that was always what I would do that against Tom so much. I would try to bait them into a situation to use that move. But yeah, that move is so good. Like right there. A 1A, a 1K, and the 6K is so annoying.
Now back is still to the wall, has a lot of pressure to deal with.
There we go. Oh my gosh, he is trying to.
Only -14, by the way.
I do like now you started containing him, and then you started, especially when the guard gauge got the red, you immediately checked his movement.
Right. Yeah, that was really good. And then because of that, you're able to set up for the guard break.
Getting the guard break in this round would have been better, but it didn't matter as long as he secured the round.
Amazing GI. Yeah, if Talon does the RE cancel, you can't get out of that.
Yeah, it always annoyed me. Also, another thing when I played X, that none of my lethal hits worked off of her RE, which is really annoying.
Talon is so lucky that like she can get hit after like GI into RE, but she doesn't get lethal hit like ever. It's so good. Like,
yeah, it's so hard. It's almost impossible. Like you would have to use the break attack, and then she just starts the RE. Good GI.
Yeah, you have to know when to GI Talon to be there.
If you get Sly to stop RE
wait, that move lethal hits?
Yeah, if you use the.
Oh shit!
No fucking way.
That move lethal hits? I've never seen that in my life. Wait, what's the property on that?
Use the heal cancel. Use the heal cancel, and then you get it. It does 96 damage.
I've never seen that lethal hit in my life.
Oh my gosh.
Out of what, 2.5 years now? 3 years of SoCal?
I mean, it was
Six,
a season 2 thing, so I never do.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's not good. It's not even a worth it lethal hit because you get 20 more damage, and that's it. It's good at the wall because at the wall then you can wall splat with
2 AB.
With 6B plus K, but even then, like 6 BK wall splats even without the little hit. So like the little hit, there's no point to it because you get 20 damage. Like you get nothing else.
I mean, 20 damage is kind of chunky, so it's kind
Yeah, but like for a little hit, like it's not worth to go for it on purpose. Like,
what was that GI?
If you have it, sure.
That left about 70 damage on the table.
Did not respect.
I hate.
His nerves are
I think it's
shot right
2-2 B slide K or K slide B. Oh, Killick. Oh my gosh,
Such a good
I
move.
can never block that move. I can never block it. I'm so annoyed every time I get hit by him. Like it's so hard to block. Oh.
Wow, 6K.
You almost got it.
I almost.
That would have been sick.
It's beautiful.
I got just close enough.
He thought I was gonna GI.
Ooh, nice block on the
Because you do GI a lot.
Yeah, but I didn't there. Because I know he knows.
Sly almost challenged BBB
No, just barely.
and did not
I'll
step
be honest.
instead.
I think every time that every time I block that move and they finish their hit, I get hit because I'm like, there's no way they're gonna throw it. There's no way. And then I get hit by it. I'm like, I hate this. The mix that shouldn't be a mix.
Which is, really surprising because Vertical could have just like.
Wow, again.
Is there? Can you use like an I-12 there to interrupt, or is it
No.
too fast for that? I think you can't even.
If you up the C, that
What about
no consequences.
I-10, yes. I-10 you can interrupt.
Okay.
I-12 it trades, actually.
Oh, it's not.
Not anymore.
Unless. Wait.
Oh, that's death.
What happens if Zhonghua? Well, no.
Yeah,
she
Zhang
carries-
can do.
Yeah.
You can do I-12 CEs, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty rare for a Showa CE to trade, even if you're supposed to.
Oh, he's dead.
Then again, I've had it happen multiple times, and it's so annoying.
Yeah, when you get the 3B launcher very close.
Oh my god, the move is so bad.
ABAA.
This is one thing about like Keelik mains, like true mains that I don't get. What's that? The move where he even in like base form, he like transforms into his like demon form for a second.
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot the
6K
inputs
slide
for
B?
Yeah, that move, like it drops like half of the time. I don't know why Keelik still use it. I don't know.
I don't.
I just don't
How
like
was
that
that
move.
an aggressive call?
That was nice to you.
Man, that was a very aggressive call on the string right there for him to cancel. That was a very... Wow.
You see
Whoa.
what it...
Oh, what?
Nice.
I have questions for Sly now.
Yeah, I
Doc
swear,
Caliber, Doc Caliber.
that happens all too often to me when I Keelik, I unblock, I block a BB, and they just continue it. I'm like, what? Why? What was the decision making on
Oh.
Did you see that duck, though?
Oh yeah, that duck was kind of
Yeah, it was sick.
nice. Oh wait, but is he gonna roll back? That's the question. Is he
Yeah,
gonna roll?
no.
He didn't- Zero.
Do you get
Finished
more
it.
damage if you do that launch?
Oh wow.
Oh, I
No
think
wait, you
that-
roll. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, wow.
What's that? Launch in Soul Charge.
He
I
dropped the
think
combo.
It's,
Wall Rising K. Or,
3KK. I think it's 3K,
Mhm.
right?
What?
Which one?
the
Wall
low,
Rising 3K.
is it Wall Rising 3K or
No,
Full Card
it's
3K?
Something like that.
No, it's Wall Rising B plus K.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
move. The
okay.
cans. Yeah, wall rising B plus K.
Yeah. Do you get more damage if you would like launch with that first, then CE, or like it
No.
straight up CE?
Straight up CE does more.
It's
Oh.
it scales so hard. Like if you do raw CE, you get 98 damage or is it 91? I forgot. But if you do the launcher and then the CE, you get like 60.
Mm. All right, that is James Chen's
Wait,
voice.
60? Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
it
nothing.
scales really hard.
All right. So this is the next one. This is a New Day and MindWolf. So this is Astaroth game plan. The game matchup.
Yeah, I ate a sloth.
Oh, the multi-hit. That's actually pretty good.
Hey,
I haven't seen much of a nudie, but every single time I've heard him bring up, it's like people are scared of this guy a lot. So
I think it's a lot of it's just I think it's general because I've seen a lot of people who play tournaments. Like one of the few things in pools the last thing you want to run into is an Astroth because it's just one of those characters where like you can just take 2 games.
Yep. He's
just
like,
guess
what
wrong
happened?
if-
He guessed.
I guess wrong. Didn't break 2 grabs and I lost 2 rounds. Yeah, how many grabs land? 3. How many rounds you lose because of it? 3.
hey, look at that! I got grabbed twice. Hey.
Oh.
I got
Oh.
grabbed
Okay,
twice.
you challenged. That's your low.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did tech crouch move so I can crouch a grab.
Oh, so a New Day is
Guess what?
Omega XCN's friend. It seems. Oh, you're gonna get smacked in the
that's
face.
when Look will beat him a nudie.
Oh, that's,
Oh my
yep, that's
gosh.
what I like to see. Oh, that's gonna do a lot of damage.
Wake up 6K.
Yeah, why? I know Astaroth
Oh
players.
my gosh!
Astaroth players. He was -4. I wasn't so sorry and didn't wake up 6K. I mean, Astaroth, dude.
South
I don't know.
Jersey
The
wake up.
scariest thing about Astaroth
Yay!
is
Good way! Let's go.
his throws do like 70 to like 90 damage, but then also like Asta's mids are also really good as well.
Yeah, so I don't know why people say just duck Asta. Just duck Asta.
It's more of the risk versus reward. So like if you stand up the entire game, then you're gonna have to keep betting on a 50-50 on the grabs. So you're gonna take like 70 damage apiece. But if you start mixing in a lot of step ducks, like the best he's gonna do is either time a bull rush really well and you take like 30 damage, or take a bubble which is never like 20 damage. So it's leveraging your risk versus reward against Astaroth.
It's still pretty.
You can't win by just like holding down and guard. I mean, you're not gonna win.
No, it's more of making the Astaroth not want to, because you start doing the condition where he doesn't want to throw so many like command grabs in neutral, and that frees you up then to actually stand up and be more proactive on defense. And then if he throws a high in your step ducking, then you get your wall rising punch. And most characters' wall rising punches are very good.
Yes. But then what happens when he just starts doing his good mids? You're gonna block. You're gonna stand block the
Yeah,
mid.
then goes the idea of like if he starts doing that, then you can start standing up longer or standing up for more situations because then you can actually not be afraid of getting command grabbed every 5 seconds.
That is
So
true.
like
This
yeah,
is
obviously you're gonna take some damage. Like if you implement the game plan, you're gonna take some damage like every so often trying to step duck, but it's also gonna make your life a lot easier in the long run.
Goodbye, health bar.
By the way, that hurt. That command grab hurts so
That
much.
was
It gives
a low grab,
brutal
right?
Oki too.
So it did like 60 damage. So low grab. Like you're gonna get low grab instead of standing grab, and the low grab is I-12.
You just have to guess right versus this guy.
Yeah,
Like,
well, and especially for this grab, this grab doesn't actually that grab doesn't get the special property until you actually interrupt it or or hit the armor, because otherwise you're just gonna take the standard low grabs.
That's why like I've decided that from now on.
Oh, over the edge.
Nice.
Yeah, from now on, I'm just gonna use grow against Astaroth and try to go with the blender. Like it's
I use
stupid.
Siegfried. I can't use Nightmare versus Astaroth, so I go Sieg, and it's a lot easier for me.
By the way, I need to give a shout out to the walls on these stage being absolutely atrocious, and I hate them.
Oh yeah.
Siegfried and Zangwa. Zangwa fucking obliterates Astaroth.
I don't actually think so. I think that match kind of is not that great for X. It's not amazing. Like, I understand why a lot of people think it's good. Man, I can with that R1 through beard move, which is actually unbelievable when I look at it. I don't think I think the Astaroth actually has a decent matchup against X. Like, I think it's actually slightly in his favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course, like every character is like almost outside like what Taki, or like maybe Amy. Sometimes if you getting close, like every other character is good at range against.
Oh my god! That damage!
Damage!
Oh!
Air control.
Goodbye.
Oh my gosh!
Damage! Look, I do one long guess and I die. What is that?
Oh my gosh!
To be fair, you were both in Soul Charge, and he guesses wrong once too, and he
but
also
his
takes
Soul
the
Charge
damage.
doesn't cost him life.
Fire pole there
but-
may have not been the right answer, but oh well. Life
Yeah,
moves on.
There's a difference in Soul Charge power. Astaroth is arguably like top 3, like if not like even better, because his it's so like 2-3-6-A is the best move in the game, hands down. No other move in this game is better than 2-3-6-A Soul Charge Astaroth. There's nothing else. You're +8. It's a +8 with Astaroth. It's a force block, and it's a mid. It's unbelievable.
You can
It's an impressive move.
Reversal legend.
Well, yeah, but if you do that, well, if do 2-3-6-A, not 6B into the extension, maybe just this raw 2-3-6. Oh my gosh, 2 backdoor Ks.
That sounds like something I did against you that last week.
Yeah, you probably did. But yeah, no. So like 2-3-6-A, just honestly, it's just unbelievably oppressive. Because if you're calling mid, you're just literally calling a random GI or RE in the middle of neutral.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Astaroth too, is that like you can argue that one of his like quote unquote weaknesses, that damage by the way, one of his quote unquote weaknesses is like his mids being worse than his throw, but then he goes Soul Charge, and then he has 2-3-6-A, and it's like, oh, okay.
And this
Yeah, that's death.
I mean, it's just that move is by far the most
He has
impressive move to ever exist.
2-3-6-A, 6-6-KK, and both of them do insane damage. Like, and they both have and he has armor during like a bunch of his moves. Like, yeah, he's just.
It's
and
definitely.
he gets added damage on all of his grabs.
All of his grabs actually become 100 then. Like I think I was told by
What's the
somebody
punish
that at one point.
No punish on the Asura.
No
This guy
punish?
got away with murder. Oh no, he got away with murder. Oh man.
And we're gone.
Are you enjoying seeing me get thrown around like a ragdoll?
I mean, to be fair, it's always fun to see someone be miserable against Astaroth, but when it's your turn, then you're like, I hate this character, I hate my life.
It's like,
Why
wow,
do we
he
even play
guessed
this
right.
Wow, he gets
Man.
like only one. Oh, the game is over. Oh, okay.
Oh boy, I didn't duck a grab. I sure hope he's not gonna be plus after I
He's
break this.
just-
Oh wait.
Asta's just one of those 50-50 characters. They just
Yeah, but
have to guess
like,
right
you get
things.
so much reward, and you get so much Oki, and you get like, oh my god, kill me.
The thing,
Okay, when you play Keelik, you kind of sign up for no.
The
Oki.
thing about Asta is that, like, yes, he does get a lot of damage, but like if you counter guess right versus him, you can also get
Oh
a
yeah.
ton
It's
of damage.
it is definitely give and
So,
take
like,
where you can absolutely
yeah.
if you guess right and duck a high throw, then you're gonna get some major punishment.
Right. If you
Yeah.
in an
Every
optimal
character,
world.
you duck every character's throw, you get the same damage. Like how
Yeah.
is that weakness?
Well, no, this one even better because
Yeah.
it's even higher with recovery.
In an
Are
optimal
you
world.
sure?
There are some characters where it makes it like so like for me personally on Hild, while rising charge B is I-20 or I-22. And doing it off of with grab at times can
Nice.
be very can be a little tight for a lot of people. So and against Astaroth, yeah, if I
Nice.
duck, I'm like I have all the time in the world to hit that.
Good string pressure right there. I really like that.
That's absolutely yeah. You absolutely put him in the corner and just didn't let him press buttons.
People never expect the B after the 2A.
Oh yeah, 2A slide B. Yeah. Also,
Oh, yeah.
in an optimal world, you get 84 damage every time you get a grab punish. That's not gonna work. Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
was
like
good. It was good delay. There we go.
Hey.
236A. Most impressive move in the game.
Like-
Hey,
Oh.
goodbye health bar. But yeah, like
Yeah.
Asta
Oh my
is.
That's
Yes,
twice.
he's
And
dead.
the
Wait,
tech trap.
what?
Yes,
Wow.
Wait. Is that a true tech trap?
Yeah, against Astaroth, yeah, because it's big.
Yeah.
Yo,
I've seen
no,
that.
you
Oh
just.
my.
Oh no, you just taught Ninomae something, please no.
But you have
Oh
to
my.
delay. You have to delay the 6-6 B plus K a little bit.
My gosh.
That damage was insane though, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I thought I could get. Classic
Oh,
James.
that's always the worst.
Oh no! I can mash. No.
I. That brings out on normal hit as well.
Yep. I think baby
Oh,
a
it
jump.
does?
I don't know. It already happened. Oh my gosh, you're a fucking nutter butter. What is going on?
He was mad. MindWolf was
Did I
mad.
Did I do like
MindWolf is just mad.
We just did A plus B and the A plus B, and I'm
What
sitting
the
here
fuck?
questioning how that worked.
Wait,
Look at the commentators. Look at the commentators.
wait, go back. Did I really do like 3A plus B in a row?
Okay,
in the
okay.
game?
Let's
Go
go. Let's start.
back.
Okay, so we'll start
Okay.
with a 4-4B.
4-4-B.
4-4B into A plus B into A plus B.
All right, so 4-4-B. A
A
plus B.
plus B
A plus
raw.
B again.
It's A plus B. Just fucking smashing the pole into his
Even
face.
Ebonic is like monkeying around right now. I'm also like, bro, what the fuck?
Oh god, so
Nice.
good.
3D game, by the way. 3D game, by the way.
He was backstepping, and it's a really good backstep catcher. I
Yeah.
34
That's what I'm saying.
backstep.
It's a 3D game
Yeah.
with 3 super linear moves just connected all in a row.
My
I think
goodness.
A plus B slightly tracks, but yeah.
It's slightly
Yeah,
tracks,
slightly
but
tracks.
yeah, but still.
Up close, yeah, but at range it doesn't track at all. But up close,
I've had A plus B hit behind me.
yes.
I've also had
Yeah.
a Sarah
Oh,
dance hit behind
that's-
me.
That's one thing I hate about fighting Key. Like his thruster moves and like, well, no, his like verticals are like 5 feet wide. I swear to God.
Yeah.
His pole is like 5 feet more thick when he's doing verticals for some godforsaken reason. I hate it so much.
I got the thickness.
And his
true.
arm is
Hey,
like
Leslie!
20 feet wide.
Honestly, I cannot believe you've
It's
just landed
Xboxes.
you landed like 3 A plus Bs in a row now. Don't even block, just straight up hit.
Hey, it's a good tech crouching move.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, at that point, I should
Oh
see
my.
gross case
Oh.
the same idea.
Noise.
3D game, by the way.
3D game, by the way.
Oh no, that's tech crouched.
You're tech
No,
ducking.
he wasn't.
No.
He wasn't.
Actually got hit. Nice. Or not nice.
85 damage.
Why, Rudy?
Why? Does that? Oh my god! What does that reaches? I hate this game.
Bonk +2. Oh yeah, 6A is
Double
goated
hit.
because it's a multi-hit. It's actually not bad against the Revenge.
Yeah, 6A is good until you get 6K.
Oh, good
Nice.
good challenge
Oh
at that
my
point. You're at 0 at that
gosh.
point, so I 12 beats everything he wants to do. Like unless he wants to 6K randomly, but then he was gonna die for that if he did. Okay.
All right, the NorCal slide. Oh my gosh! Oh, wait! I'm going back.
Yeah.
Explain yourself. Explain yourself.
I mean,
it rings out. Like, it's worth, in my opinion. I don't judge.
and I didn't do it all set. I did not do it once all set, so I was guessing it was gonna block and not react.
I think it's worth, honestly. I'm not too mad at it, to be honest. I think it's worth. You're up 2 matches. You're up 2 rounds.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
have basically full health.
and
Like,
Imachi did raw 4A plus B and neutral, and it hits. So like,
Oh gosh.
you can't say shit.
I.
Oh,
man,
where's the
that was- that
no
was-
punish?
Oh, there it is.
All right, who cares? Who cares? He's gonna go in. He's gonna go in.
Go for another one.
Oh, okay.
Fourth
Oh
one.
no, you didn't hit confirm it. Now you're gonna die.
Actually, he could have. He actually could have lived.
That's
in
crazy.
You got a 50th on the breaks, and you go for any guaranteed damage for a grab.
when mashing makes you win, this is your opponent.
I mean,
Oh, he got
I
6
have
health.
lots of time.
I don't know if I have an example. I might have an example in one of my games of one of the most annoying things I've ever I do with Shangwa. I have to deal with my opponent getting hit with something. I'll have to see if it comes up. If not, then I'll explain it later.
Oh yeah,
my.
when you're like trying to like make someone block, but then they get hit by the move, and then you mess up your combo because you weren't expecting them to get hit when they were like mashing at like minus like 14 or something. Like
Oh yeah. There's times I'm like, why? Like what? Like he kind of ruined what I wanted to do. I just set up here.
Oh, he did not.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Oh.
Goodbye.
I
Wake
lost
up,
because
6K,
I
let's
did
go.
not hit confirm the
Yeah.
LED.
This is James Chen's face right here.
James Shen, the legend.
Oh my god.
All right. So now, since we've seen, I think was there one more set, or I think that was it, right?
No, that was it.
That was it.
I mean, that was 5 sets. I think it's enough.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah. All right, so let us go into it. All right, so we got.
Oh my god. I already conditioned you.
All right, so let me do
Yeah.
this, and
I'm
then.
trying anyways. Yeah.
All right, so this is what we have right here. This is the Soul Info card we made so far. Yeah, we'll. All right, so what I do notice in those sets is definitely you are a very momentum-based player, and you really like to play really aggressively, but a lot of the times that gets you killed is either stage awareness or either too much disrespect or the call out goes wrong. So, but I do like the way you approach the Keyluk aggression. It's actually like one of the kind of things I actually like try to learn from. I actually like watch some of your sets and be like, oh, okay, this is something.
Oh my, full on aggressive. I
I mean, I feel like there would be no other option.
But what's the meaning of like traditional versus eccentric?
So traditional is like Keyluk is a poke-based mid-range character. And the heck, why is it here? I'd actually put him like right here. And eccentric is like you do not play the way like a Keyluk should be played, right? So for example, it's like, for example, I guess like the best example is like it's just at the top of my head is like Abyss Commando is a Keyluk player, but he doesn't really do poke game. He's in your face. He's soul charging as soon as he can, and then he will just go in on your face no matter what. He'll do really hard callouts. and he will take risks that most Keelix wouldn't take. So definitely I do see that kind of like aggressive play style, but I also do see a little bit of like, oh, you actually do 4-4-As, 4-4-Bs, try to play keep out. I didn't really see a lot of 3As or B6s. I did see some B6s, especially in the Tala matchup, because that is actually a really good move. But normally how I see your Keelik is a little bit more on the eccentric side, but definitely an aggressive one.
I'm not. Yeah.
I would have put him as more eccentric. The thing is, though, if we look at most Keelix and how they play now, like he's not really like being aggressive and like in your face is kind of like how most Keelix play, to be honest. So like,
I do think that's also the case.
Plus,
A lot of the
also like, Keelik is actually pretty good up close, anyways. Like, I don't really think he's like mid range. I mean, he's good at mid range, but I think he's actually better at close range. Actually, to be honest,
It depends on the matchup, but I agree with that, and I think personally that Click's mid-range gameplay isn't really rewarding. Like, yeah, B6 is good. Yeah, 3A has a lot of range. Yes, 6A plus B has a lot of range. But like, he gets backstepped once and he's dead. He gets stepped once and he's dead. Like, it doesn't have that, in my opinion, like that. He can play mid-range poking, but it's not really rewarding.
Right.
Like, you don't get much. Oh, you're gonna go 3A, you land it, you're +2, and you get 20 damage. No, 18 damage. So it's not. His only like good keep out tool is like B6, and that's vertical.
True.
So,
maybe like here.
Yeah.
Maybe there.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, because for me, when I'm like looking at Keelix, I'm also looking at Hayate, I'm looking at Kuda. Kuda is a very defensive Keelix. Twice a day, also very defensive and traditional. He plays very mid-range poke game. So it's just like kind of the way that kind of like my view on Keelix, because personally, I think myself as a very eccentric Keelix player until I like get smacked and then I'm like never approaching you ever again. But like, but yeah, no. So it's just like, I wouldn't say like you're like completely eccentric, but I wouldn't say you're not traditional, like a very defensive Keelix is either.
Yeah, no.
I think Abyss Commando would be like the more eccentric version. Of,
I would probably
Keelix,
put Abyss at the highest amount of eccentricism of Keelix ever.
Yeah, Abyss is like just, oh, I'm just gonna do this -20 move anyways, cause why not? And it works, and it's so annoying.
True. Like, I'm not. I play very aggressive, but I think like being right on the middle ground of traditional and eccentric represents me well. Because yes, I'm aggressive, but I don't think like my decisions are never like wild and out there, and like people don't say, "Why did you do that?" Unless I GI at -14. But
I don't know, man. I feel like the raw A plus B neutral. I'm still trying to wrap my head around.
That wasn't me. That I did not do that for no reason. Like, I did that because I was mad, and I read that he was gonna backstep.
I told you he was mad.
Official Mr. Chris says Keelix is trash, and he said he's his main. It's also really funny because 2 Keelix mains are also in the stream right now, including myself.
I swear, I've never heard a Keelix player say, "Yeah, this character's good."
No,
only when I win, I'm like, yo, this character's
Keelix
busted.
is so good, bro. I don't know why people think he's bad.
He's a solid character.
I honestly think Keelix is like top 10.
Honestly,
yes, Keelix is top 10. I swear to God, he is. Keelix is actually really fucking good.
I think he's a solid build pack character. I do not think
Keelix neutral is so good, bro. He does so much damage and fucking soul charge. His neutral up close is so good. His 50/50s are amazing. He like his range is decent. Like, come on, man.
And
He's
soul charge, yes, and soul charge. But when he's not in soul charge, he does no damage. And he has to take a big risk on everything.
No damage out of soul charge? What are you sick? Okay,
no,
you know what? We're not gonna turn this into a tier list Keelix debate.
I will have a special.
Tell me how he does damage.
We'll have a special is Keelik actually trash episode later. I don't want to do this now.
He's bottom 5. He's bottom
He
5.
lacks lows.
Okay,
He lacks
moving
lows.
on. Moving on.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on.
No, he has a lot of lows. That's not true, Chris. He has like a ton of lows.
1B
But
is like
his
one of the
lows-
best lows in the game.
Oh, yeah, he's unbelievably annoying.
But his lows are very low reward, and they're punishable as fuck.
That is
Like-
kind of true. Kind of true. Kind of true. Most people don't know it, but yes. All right. So any significant places you're like very proud of that you want to like show people? It's like, oh yeah. So I'm gonna first start with multiple PSN ESL winner.
Yeah, and I was also
like-
the MVP for North America.
Just a throne chair.
More than like 2. I won like 15.
More than 2, less than a lot.
And you're also
Less
the
than a ton.
MVP of
Of
the PSN.
Of ESL North America. Yeah. I also made top 3 at Evo Online.
Oh yes, Evo Online 2020.
2021.
Oh, 2021. Third place.
Pulse.
So,
Yeah, and I guess we can put top 5 at Deus. I don't know.
okay, so Deus X Kylo
The second one, I got top 5.
2. 5th place?
Yeah, 5th place.
Okay, let's see if I could move this one.
I think Deus Ex Callo was the first tournament I ever. Deus Ex Callo 2 was the first tournament I ever played in. And I was playing on some crappy laptop that I'm pretty sure I killed about 2 years off the lifespan trying to run Parsec on it.
Oh, true. All right, let me download this, and we're gonna do the paint section of it. This is the jankest part of doing Soul Info cards. All right, let me see. Soul Info card.
It's the most charming part.
Oh yeah. Check this out.
I would say that my execution is not higher than 2, because my execution is trash.
All right, execution trash. All right, we will put that. Where is it? Okay, here we go.
I wouldn't say 1, because I at least get my full 4K just frames. But like, I drop combos a lot, and I play Killik, which needs absolutely no execution. It's why I play him, to be honest. Like, it's super easy execution-wise. I always have no execution in fighting games.
That's why I also play Keelik. All right. And then we go with this. I have yet to play MindWolf. Hey, what's good, Joe? All right, I'm down to do another stream during the week where we discuss if Keelik is actually a bad character or a good character.
Can I be there?
Sure. I'm down.
This
invite
Friday,
players to be a down
3
player.
hours, get all of the fucking Keelik mains and then all of the
What do you-
Keelik haters, and we're
what do you
gonna
mean?
just go at
If
it.
you get only Killik
Okay.
mains, he's gonna be somehow turning the bottom 1.
Keelik top 10. I will die on this heel. Keelik top 10. All right, fight me. All right.
All right.
You're equally as wrong. We'll move on.
All right. So, from these sets, I'm definitely seeing. I think you're neutral. I don't think I've seen it shine per se, but so definitely neutral is different than your approach and aggression. I think neutral to me.
I think my neutral is like a 3.
A 3?
Yeah, I think. Do you guys agree?
Neutral 3.
I
Neutral?
had around 2.
Yeah.
I had 2 to 3.
2 or 3. I'm fine with 2 or 3.
I had that as
Yeah,
one of
2
what
or
I
3
did
is
because I feel like a lot of times you I guess neutral when I saw your match, your neutrals don't last long. It's essentially you're in and out and you're immediately back in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to judge on like because you don't play a very extended game of neutral. You much rather get into it defending and attacking.
Yeah, because neutral is very like reaction based, right?
Mhm.
And my reaction time is very shit. So
Mm.
I think that's part of it. I think.
Yeah, I think 3 is pretty good because you've definitely held your own against Rich Sticks. Like, I mean, neutral isn't just like I mean, like it encompasses like your approach to your aggression, your approach to defense, your spacing. So definitely like your aggression and callouts are definitely put into neutral. So yeah, we will go with the 3, and yeah, we're gonna move on to execution. I'm down with the 2.
Yeah, 2. Because I did not hit confirm the BPB,
Mhm.
the backturn, the back parry B. I did not hit confirm it.
I
so,
usually
yeah.
just do AA myself. I don't think it's that big of a deal. You still get decent, like I'm talking like, dropping like some combos that are pretty essential and all that stuff. But like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm not gonna dock you for like a BB. But there are some things that you have dropped, and yeah, I'm going to yeah. Oh, you want to be really funny if we analyze the second VTuber tournament? Yeah. All right.
Where it was me and Abyss Commando in grand final.
Yeah.
So that would be funny.
Oh well, maybe in the 2023 season when we do this again. All right. So, adaptability.
I'd say 3 or 4.
I feel like what I saw, like he comes up with a very solid game plan and makes some tweaks, but there's also a lot of times where I feel like he doesn't drastically change anything. He just makes small tweaks. So
Right.
I find it hard to judge where you would actually end up on this rating.
Because it depends. Like when I my adaptability is really slow, but when I adapt well. So I don't know.
Yeah, so I do see.
I value a lot of speed. I value adaptability speed a lot as personally as a player because most of your games only last 2 to 3 games, so
Right.
speed's usually the most important factor.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say.
The reason why I put it so high was mostly because of that Siegfried match that we watched where he just brought it back completely. He just dominated right after that.
I would say that's more of like a mental,
who was that
like
versus?
momentum thing, if anything.
I would say that was
I guess.
I think that was more mental because I definitely think Lee's mental was really really riled after the random with CE.
Yeah, I would be pissed too. You should see me when I play Manta, and I'm 4-4 B2.
He got angry, and then MindWolf very much took advantage of the fact that he got angry.
Yeah, every time like some hitbox doesn't work the way as it should, and yeah, it's just like, bro, I am not happy, and it's just, but like, yeah, so I definitely understand like momentum. Definitely like MindWolf is like, I would say like one of the best players for hey man, that's not a good word, but so that's your warning right there, buddy. But yeah, I would say mental. I'm just gonna, before we get to it. Yeah, but adaptability, I'm down to give it 2.
No, I'm not 2. Come on, I'm at least
All right,
3.
a 3, fine. A 3.
I say 3 too. Yeah.
I was a bit on Neo's side. I think it was on the low 2 to 3, but we'll go by committee.
Yeah, what's the mental category? What's the category for
I think mental would be 4. Like, do you think his mental is like the same tier
I do
as
think
like
at moments during
Hero Joe? Like,
I think during the matches I saw, so especially against the Nui at the end, I think you could definitely tell that MindWolf, you got a little rattled because you got a couple bad reverse ring outs on you, and you got a little rattled.
Less rattled and
Right,
more mad.
Punishment,
he was so
I would
mad
like to
when
give,
he did those double A plus Bs.
Yeah. Punishment, I would like to give a 4.
I say 3 or 4.
I think your punishment is very good. 6's K slide B confirms are really good. Your monuments are very good. Your backturn Ks
is good, yeah.
Honestly, I think my backturn Ks are better, but
wouldn't that be more
good.
punishment then? Because that's a lot of combos.
Well, combos like are still execution, but like the way he calls out with monument, the way he Kit confirms a lot of these things. His
whiff punishes were amazing. So
yes,
he did have some very good whiff punishes.
Yes,
especially that 4 for B hit a lot more than I expected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then
I think 4 is fair for punishment.
Proud in my punishment. I lab a lot of like when I get killed by something, I really lab like the best punishes for it. Mm-hmm. So I think personally I take a lot of I put a lot of effort in brushing up my punishes, both whiff and block.
Mm-hmm.
And I take a lot. I think it's one of the only aspect of my gameplay that I take at kind of some. I'm like proud of it. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think I should be minimum of 4.
Yeah, I'm okay with the 4. 5 is like you've never like missed a punish in your life, like
No,
like
I'm not that
99%. Yeah.
I feel like punishment that was safe. Like, did Jordan get did Insidious get 5 in punishment?
I think he got like a 5 or a 4.
Did anybody get a 5 in?
I don't know if
in
anyone got a
punishment
5. I
so
think he
far?
might have got 4,
I'm
which
not
I thought
sure.
was like, really? Because that man's a walking frame data bot.
Like okay, I would say Party Wolf is a 5. That dude knows every -12 in the game. Like
I think Jordan also knows every -12. Insane knows every -12 in the game. I mean, I get seed a lot for it. But yeah,
true.
Yeah, I think punishment 5 is probably the hardest thing in this list. Is get punishment 5.
Yeah.
All right. Well, any last like objections or questions, concerns? If we all have.
Yeah, we have. Just to confirm, we have 0 punishment 5 so far. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So if everyone is in consensus to this, we're just gonna go on to RuberBeefMan. But yeah, no, this is still a very strong. We got a very strong Pokemon out here, you know. So better watch out.
I'm doing my best. I don't feel as good these days because I don't know why I played kind of trash recently. I feel anyway, like I mean, but like it's really like it's when my mental is not there, like I can't. If I don't feel like playing, and I have to play, let's say for a tournament or whatever team battle, I'm gonna play trash. Like my mental has to be there, or like my autopilot is bad. So really have to be aware of. And sometimes I get 2 or 3 weeks like a cycle that like I don't feel like playing, or I feel like playing when I play bad. I don't know. Yeah.
Like this man's trying to nerf his rating right before it's finished.
Yeah,
He's
it's
at
like,
the finish
hey.
line. He's like, what's bring it back a bit?
All right. Well, we are going to. Well, as long as you're happy.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yep. As long as you're happy with it. We're pogging out right here.
I really like that already conditioned you. Like I love that.
Yeah, we also try to do a little joke in every single one. That's why we're like 14. But yes, this is yeah, we are going to but yeah. This is MindWolf. We will have this on Twitter and later. And yeah, we will move on. All right. So, RuberBeefMan, are you ready to vibe out to some of your sets?
I'm not looking forward to seeing my old Hilda gameplay because I completely I played such a watered down version of the character at the beginning.
Bro, I still don't even
figuring out. I'm still trying to figure out the basics of the character.
Is she your main or is it?
Yeah, she's now my main. I played X for the 1.5 to 2 years, and then at one point I'm like, I'm just not. I hit a wall where I'm like, I can't play this character the way I want to play it. I'm going to try I'm going to try something else now. I'm going to try a way where I think it's definitely better for me, and so I picked up Hild. I played her back when I was still on Xbox, like years ago, but I never knew how to play her correctly, and I didn't even have a correct button layout to play her. Like I couldn't charge both. I couldn't charge both her moves at one time, which is embarrassing to think about. I played her for that long, played for a decent amount of time on Xbox. So like last I think November-ish, November, I picked her up again. And that was the then from there I just started grinding out like how do I want to play this character, how I guess. So this is the first I think it's the second tournament I played her in ever.
I think so. We're going chronological, so.
Yeah, chronological for my games. So yeah, I think this is the first game I played. This is against KC, and this was I think this is the first time like it got put on like the map. Like okay, this guy might know how to play this character. Or at least actually might be able to. I might actually be able to use this character in tournament better.
Also, color 4 Hilda is best Hilda, so
absolutely. If anyone disagrees, I will fight you.
Yes.
All right.
By far the best Hilda.
Also, by the way, whoever this Valkyrade guy is, he fucking sucks. All right.
Into A plus B
Yeah, out here with the home field, the Homer announcer really bum my mood reviewing my matches.
All
How much
right.
time was that ago?
Like in that situation. I won the set.
Yeah, so
Pretty unfortunate. I was like, oh, he's doing the charge.
I guess when I came into this thing, I'm thinking like, okay, I know it's to play a range a lot, and I was debating at the beginning like, do I want to try to whiff punish? Because most Ivies aren't used to getting whiff punished at range like 2 or 3.
Right.
And so like that was one of my crux. I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, I might start that as my game plan, and then I think I started realizing quickly, I'm like, okay, I can just get in and start scrapping. This is the first mistake. I'm like, okay, I'm directly side on, and you see, I keep maneuver myself slightly to the side to avoid the reverse ring out, which I think is big against Ivy, especially KC. Like this entire set was me avoiding trying to get rung out.
Oh, there it is. There's the first ring out.
Nice punish.
Yeah, actually, I think he smashed because I think I got counter hit because I think it's only -12.
Oh, right. Why did he mash it
But the move is -12.
I forget. Is it -12? I think it's a hard move to punish. Got lucky there, not good lethal hits.
I think you're right. It's -12.
Yeah. So yeah, right now I'm just trying at this point just trying to keep him from creating too much distance. This is my first mistake in the matchup. Was back then I didn't realize that getting that charge B is not worth it. Pushing her back into full range again, it's just not worth it. And I now use that off of like charge 6A A+B, the Regalia extension. I now use the Oki more against a lot of these characters.
It is -12. Oh my lord. I'm using that move a lot more. Holy
it's
crap, that move is so
really good.
And it
It's so
crouches
good.
from frame 0. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really good.
I knew that move was
scared
good.
out of my
I
mind
didn't know
here
it was
because
that
I can't position myself where I can't get reverse rung out. So now I'm like, okay, I just need to back up.
I'm surprised not a single CS has happened there.
No, he doesn't CS often, but I also think it's very dangerous against Hilda because she might be the best wall rising punch in the game.
True. Charge B.
Wall rising charge B. Because it does like 80 damage.
Do you do the 6A+B combo from it, or do you do a different one?
So it depends. So a lot of I think Ivy's one of the taller characters. I like doing the setup for it. So I do 6/6 B+K into charge 6B Regalia extension, which you can tech out of it, but most characters it's only one direction. Yeah, he put me in the corner and I was screwed.
Yeah,
I like doing that because it does maximum amount of damage and it gives a ton of meter. I don't think you'll see that combo until like my later videos because I did not know the combo existed early on.
It's just that Ivy's kit is more suited for me.
So again, trying to play in a range where I'm avoiding. I was trying to avoid the low grabs because this is the worst situation to be in.
Oh, there's this SS.
That hurt. Again, I think at this point I'm a little afraid because he's starting to really catch timing. Spend the meter because I'm gonna lose it anyway. I'm pretty sorry that was a missed input. Jump A was not my call, but yeah, that was definitely his round.
Right. Christmas tree really doing work. Still, now it sucks, but all right.
It sucks now, thank God, dude. Back when that was thing. Again, trying to position myself. See, I keep on slightly moving myself to the side to avoid getting reverse run out. Because I'm gonna throw a lot of charge horizontals. I know the last thing I want to do is whiff a vertical against him. So here I just spent the meter because I want to give him the kill range with CE. So if he messes up here, then he's gonna die. Right. So that was the reason because I could have potentially just done the combo and put him in the wall and be on top of him, but I just felt like at that point, like if he messes up, well, I'll go on the situation where he's gonna mess up once. This is where I'm like, okay, can't get rung out. I'll take any damage, I just can't get rung out. I won't give him a free win. Again, same thing. Not gonna get rung out. And then got the whiff punch, but yeah, a lot like this entire. I think most of this says me just making sure do not put yourself in a situation you're rung out or give him easy win.
That was crazy.
Right,
which is
KC
really big.
will steal it.
Oh yeah, he will quite literally play the game when it's back to the ring edge. Which I think is big now, getting the stage positioning, again, especially against Ivy, especially against this Ivy, who loves to take the shortest route to victory. Stage position is brutally important.
Yeah, stage positioning is super important. I feel like now, like 3 years the game's been out, everyone's crazy on how knows how crazy ring
that, by the way. That's not. I don't think that's a tech trap. I think he just literally just took that off of teching. Or either he teched late, or he just literally got up and did something because I hit him.
That looks like a ring out.
That hurt. Nope,
Oh,
he messes
no!
up here.
Why he didn't do that?
And then then that was like, I can't believe that move didn't hit me. Got hit by that ball through. I
He
hate
did the
that
hard
redirect.
combo and let you live. Oof.
Remember when that did like 70 million damage?
Yep, right there. I had a buffered A, charge A, input to kill him, and it didn't come out.
Oof.
I remember that because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't. That was the win right there. That was an easy duck.
There we go. Yeah, the problem with not closing it out is that Ivy gets
A lot of people don't know this, but Ivy's 4-4A is like -20 something.
It's -20.
Yeah, it is very
Yeah.
punchable. Which the problem with Hill is her punishment is not. Her block punishment from range isn't that good actually, because the best move you got is BB or 2A plus B, which I'm trying to use more of. They're both
B6B
I-16.
maybe? B6B?
No, it's like I-23.
Oh
or
my
24.
gosh.
It's slow.
I think
like all for.
I think that works though. I'm pretty sure at least because that move is extremely minus. I'm telling you. I think.
Well, no, but if it's I-20,
actually
I'm pretty
is
sure
-20.
B6B is
It's -24 held. So.
Oh hell, but I don't think it held it. Yeah, B6B.
Oh, he dropped the combo.
Oh, I dropped
combo.
it.
I know. He's really giving me second lives here, which is really nice. And then yeah, at that point I started tensing up of like, how is he want to approach this? I thought he was just gonna do another safe horizontal, and he did not. That again, I did nothing, and I completely don't understand why that whiffed, because I didn't even backstep or move. Like that should have hit.
Soul
By the way,
cover.
by the way, you're never gonna see me do that again after I land after this game. After I land a 6 B plus K, like before I would go to B plus K B and go over, and over time I realized it just sucks. Like the back turn mix-up sucks.
Oh yeah.
It just doesn't put you an advantage. You should just take the other Okies that are available. So you probably won't ever see that. You probably won't see that move ever again.
Was not at all afraid of that second hit. Knew that
Another hell sweep? Another hell sweep?
Don't,
Alright.
don't
Again,
you have
buffer-
a follow-up after the hell sweep?
So after the hell sweep, I actually buffered a charge A while rising charge A, which is the tech trap, and I didn't get it. So my immediate thought was, okay, I'm just gonna close distance again.
But you don't have anything guaranteed?
No, you
Only
can tech
in
out
regalia, yeah.
You can tech out of it,
Right.
but then again, you tech into the regalia, any charge move. Like so, if I don't have regalia, it's while rising, charge A, and you take like 56 damage.
Also,
off the
official
tech
Mr. Chris, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Fish Gang.
Yeah, and then if I have regalia, I can technically full crouch cancel into charge 6A plus B and does like 85. Her
Held
tech traps
A
are
is a-
incredible. Her tech traps are so strong, especially back. Like never tech back on this character. If you tech back, you are gonna eat a ton of punishment.
Good thing I never tech. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll be honest, but that was another thing. Now I've gotten better at punching people who don't tech.
Yeah, Kilda's a very good character that.
It's this round I blow in mind right here. Yep. Made the mistake again of put myself to where I can get rung out and picked a move that I knew that could get me killed.
Even though he was on the ground, he could set up for a potential.
That was definitely a very that was a poor decision by me. Cause in my head I'm like, I know I just need to play patient against them. I'll keep myself at the ring, keep myself back to a wall, or not at the ring edge, or at least side on, to avoid the worst of them.
Right. Good
Again,
step.
same thing.
Yep. You want a really hard step if they
Yeah, it's always a move, but that move's still just that move. You have to also then time the time it.
Oh, that doesn't look good for you, buddy.
I think I live
Oh,
here.
you do live.
Yep, I live here, and like I said, I'll take the damage to avoid any possibility of me getting rung
Yeah,
out.
this Valkyrie guy guessing wrong. Fucking idiot out here. Alright, this is gonna be a lot of damage. Going
And
for
then another mistake.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be a charge 5. That was supposed to be a charge 5, and the problem is if you let go a split second, like if you don't let go of guard in time and then activate, you can get charge 4, and that's what happened. I got charge 4 instead of charge 5, and I got very. At this point, I was actually thinking like my mental didn't collapse, which was also good. My mental didn't collapse after that because I knew I had the round 1. Because the charge 5A is going to ring out.
Right. Behold.
So yeah. Behold.
Behold.
Charge 5A is greater than charge 6A. I've seen plenty of heroes like just use charge 6A. I don't understand. Charge 5A is infinitely better move.
Mm-hmm.
You can at me.
Dude, it's a mix-up. She says B hold, but you don't charge B.
Whoa. This is my favorite thing. Catches jump moves, which is so funny.
Hold on. Can we go back?
Sure.
I blinked for a second. Were you back turned when you hit him with that?
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
Recall extension. Yeah, that recall extension catches jump moves, which is hilarious to think about. That move, you can jump it and still get punished for it.
Behold.
By the way,
this year.
By the way, by the way, that is plus 10.
Oh wow.
Jesus.
You can G out a third hit though. So it's not like a good. It's not like a true plus 10, but when you don't know it, man, you're gonna be in trouble. By the way, found out later you can OS that with charge 6A. I almost got run out there. That was. Oh.
Oh yeah, trying to force him into the middle of the stage.
Yeah,
you have a life
I'm
lead.
fine. I'm fine with letting him get the meter. Like I am. Like at this point, I was fine with letting him get the meter because he was going to build a bar anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I'm just waiting for my time. Play dead there, which is pretty smart. That's why that's what they'll figure out later. That like people can play dead.
People could play dead.
Oh yeah. People can play dead off of that. Okay, I'm like, yep, that does nothing.
Right.
So right here again, I'm just trying to pressure him into the wall.
Yep, that's good.
Oh, okay.
I just chose the most non-committal option I can get that would do chip damage. Because he's not gonna. He doesn't have a move. As long as I block, unless he's grabbing me, there's nothing else he can do that's gonna really kill me. So that was just, even if it didn't hit, I was gonna build the chip damage where like 1K, the 1K mix-up was going to be death.
Look at that. Yeah, already the soul charge coming out. Maybe trying to close out a huge life lead before. All right, the Ghost of Tsushima comes out.
I had his timing there, which was pretty good for me.
Catching everything is RuberBeefMan, right? Caught his backstab off of the.
Yeah, KC's execution though was kind of nice.
And now he's just.
Yeah, he's cut the just frame here. This is where I could have killed him there with the tech trap. This is where I'm like, okay, well, he wants to break my guard here no matter what, so I'm gonna hard commit for a win.
Yep.
Because I'm looking at my guard. I'm like, he used B twice previously in the set. I'm like, yeah, he's gonna probably commit to a B here, break my guard, and get full advantage and reset neutral. So that was part of the I had full faith he was not gonna choose an A option.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
We're watching the match and you're explaining like all the reasons why you did what you did, but in like when you were playing, were you thinking like that? Like when you make decisions, were you actively like telling yourself, okay, he's trying to do that, so I'm gonna sidestep, or he's gonna go for a B because he wants to brace my guard?
Yeah, I'm pretty. When I play, I'm very actively thinking. I'm not one of the people that can like instinct his way through. I pretty actively think about how my opponent's going, like where my ring positioning is, like what's my opponent's easiest way out. What's my opponent been liking to do? What if I condition my opponent to not do? So when I play, I'm very active in my own head, thinking about how do I want to break down what's going on. Because when I play too empty, it just I get hit by bad stuff. I don't set up my opponent well. So for me, it works best when I am thinking consistently what's going on.
You're not like when you're really like into your own head. When you play, you're like the rest of your game is like getting slower because I know when I do that, when I try to actively think while playing, I mean I do between rounds, but when I actively think while I'm playing, I get distracted by my own head, if that makes sense. So
I take my moments mid round, like in the round. Like there's moments in the round where you don't have to be at like 100% like focus on the game, or you can have an extra thought or two. Like when you're in back, because I play a lot of neutral, so I get the extra time to really think about stuff because I'm in neutral where they can't really hit me from that distance, so I can start thinking for stuff.
Right.
Not Ivy. Ivy can really hit you from like anywhere.
Well, but most of that game I actually I was playing outside of her good range, or I was playing like the only thing that's really gonna hit me from that distance is gonna be the low grab, and I was playing either outside of it or inside of it slightly. So for the most part, I was in safer spots to actively think of how I want to do things. Especially like when the RE came to the end, where I knew you want to break B, like you have the solid 2 seconds before like
Sure.
you have to choose.
But I meant end the match as a whole, not just
Yeah,
the range.
I would actively think when I have the time, but of course there's always scenarios where you can't be like actively having like a ton of different thoughts. But for the most part of the game, I am consistently thinking of how do I want to approach this? What's my goal through doing these moves? Because I don't like throwing out moves just to throw out moves. So like I'll structure a game plan in my head going through, and I'll adapt mid round to whatever I need to do. Like there's rounds where I start off playing very aggressive and then immediately back up and play neutral for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's interesting, like how like we're both good, but we both think about the games so differently. Because if I do what you do, I'm just gonna not do anything because I'm gonna get distracted by my own thoughts, and I'm gonna lose focus on my opponent. So, but I do think like you do between rounds and between matches. But in the match, even when I'm far away and whatever, I'm just like watching out for stuff and focusing on the game. I can't let myself like get in my own head.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely for people in the community, you find the best way you play because there's plenty of good players that are very instinctual who aren't really thinking, I guess, aren't actively playing during times, and you also find people who are very active the entire game.
Yeah,
so it's just finding them. Yeah, it's just finding what works for you. Because that for me, when I don't play, if I'm not thinking, I'm not gonna play well. I'm gonna get done by stupid stuff. I'm not gonna develop an offense. Yeah, so this is from the WNF one, which I end up winning the first one of the year. This is from Winners Final. I would have probably showed Grand Final, but the stream had issues for the first like 2 games of Grand Finals. So I kind of cut. I just decided we might show Winners Finals.
That's fine. That's fine.
And if you wanted to show the last 2 games, or like the last 2 or 3 games of Grand Finals, we could do that like later if we had extra time.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
But yeah, so this is versus Jimbo. So I'd played him on ranked like a week or 2 beforehand, and I know that he's just very defensive. Like I'm going to be playing this. I'm gonna have to come in and play a very conservative, and figuring out how I want to break him. Like right there, he blocked the 2K randomly, which is really annoying.
I've also played Jimbo. It was not fun.
It's definitely hard. It is hard. It is a slow grind and a burn. He's very good. He's so solid on that count. So yeah, right now he's been playing Raph a lot. I think it works for him because he's very good at punishing and interrupting. So having a character who's pretty much punish and interrupt anything is very good for him. I think it's something he's been working on. I know he still plays his How and his 2B. So yeah, right now I've noticed he doesn't like the move. Like I've started to notice that already, that he's not moving. So I am going to start lowing, grabbing anything I can to start putting pressure on him. So yeah, right there, big whiff that could have won the round. But yeah. So again, I got a little too antsy trying to use a bigger move to encourage him to do something, which again was a mistake. And now I think at this point I'm starting to commit to I'm gonna really start poking, or really start playing very safe. I'm gonna use the string. Gonna start testing the knowledge. No, that's plus 4 on hit.
4, okay.
Is it 4 or 6? I forget. Yeah, so right now I'm just testing his knowledge of string, seeing what can I start enforcing into the future. This is plus 10. He took the hit though. I think he tried to shadow evade and failed. I took the Regalia there because I wanted to enforce that mix-up right there. He didn't buy it, which was really annoying. Again, I'm just going to take a plus. I don't want to get killed there. Again, I'm just going to keep on 1K'ing. I will keep on 1K'ing as long as he stands still to eventually force him to open up his game.
1K and 4K. 4K.
Oh, yeah. 4K.
Not 4K, 3K.
3K. 3K is, by the way, 3K.
Someone tell Mr. Chris about playing on Parsec, by the way, in chat. Also, moving on. All right.
Yeah, so right now you can start seeing he's starting to open up. I think he's very much starting to get annoyed of me grabbing him and constantly poking him out. He's starting to open up his game, which only works for me because I'm winning the damage exchanges. Like he might get a bunch of hits on me, but he's not getting a lot of damage. So every time I get a hit, I'm taking a nice chunk of 40 to 50.
Yeah, I do notice that you are really good at damage. I guess like damage control per se. Like when we play, like even I might be winning neutral more times, but you are out damaging me, like every single time, and I lose.
I'm big on the idea of risk versus reward here. Like I know that like if I'm going to if I just eliminate some of the worst possible options, I don't mind getting hit. Like I'm not gonna try to play a game where I'm gonna be absolutely perfect, never get touched.
Right.
Like no one can do it. I'm gonna play a game where I'm gonna avoid taking the dumb damage that will get me killed. That's why you saw like see my position, like repositioning that entire game was probably my most active thought. By the way, good side step from him.
Yeah.
Kind of got annoyed though because I felt like I peppered him enough mids for him to stand still. Did not work. Was not the case.
Yes, RuberBeefMan is a Hilda main, Mark. But yeah.
Yeah, I've transitioned. I used to be an X main. So I transitioned from one annoying character to an equally annoying character.
Yeah, but no one thinks Hilda is annoying until they play Hilda. I'm like, dude, she's always been good to my eyes. I was just like, damn, bro.
So yeah, this is not a good round start for me. I got chipped a lot. I'm already sitting low. I'm really upset I didn't get the punish there.
Hilda is like one of, if not my worst matchup, because she's really good and she's one of the characters that I have the least knowledge on.
Oh, no one knows how to play this character. By the way, that string's unblockable. No one can change my mind. The Valkyrade extension string hits so many people. It usually hits like once per match. Because a lot of people now, like, I think now since I've started playing more against people, I think people started to brush up more on Hilda. They just eat the charge A, and it's negative 12, the one without it. So right here, I'm like, I might as well just take a chance at the grab. Like if he crushes in lethal hits, it'd be good for him. But because my guard's low and I have to speed this up a bit. But yeah, like charge 6A is negative 12, so it is punishable. But with Valkyrade extension, then you run the risk of running into the extension.
Right. So it's like a shitty Rekka.
Yeah. But yeah, so again here I'm starting to get poked out hard. He's starting to really
Raphael
be more active, which is actually I think it's still fine in my head. Like right now I'm still thinking that's fine. He's opening up. I can enforce more of my gameplay, but at least he's opening up. And that was what my main goal was. I couldn't get into defensive slugfest. I couldn't. Like that's not gonna win me again. I can't. I won't beat him that way. That's the way he wants to play.
Entire round lost him.
By the way, that's always the hardest thing. Her whiff punishes are hard because they're I-22.
Right.
So like if you're not really gunning for it, it's pretty like small whiffs. It's just hard to get. Got very lucky here. He did not.
He didn't blow you up.
A step away. That was a big moment that like I didn't get blown up there. So again, he's standing still, trying right there. Jump the low because I knew he won the challenge. If I'm getting hit here, it's not that much damage. Again, I thought I was gonna respect the full crush 3K here, and then this is where I've noticed the past couple rounds he's always finished with a low. So I won for the lethal hit condition to win because he's always trying to finish with a low, and I also won for the second lethal hit to build the extra meter. That was a conscious decision I made mid that combo because I'm like I know I can get the extra damage and meter. So now I think this is the big turning point because now I think he had a round that he thought he had won, and now he's the one playing from behind against me.
Right. He has to really win pressure and mix-ups, and you kind of just lean back. And I think Hilda's 2-2B plus K is a really great whiff punishing tool. So if you did want to decide to play from long range,
yeah, I think it's a solid move. I use it more for outward guard damage, and when people really start to, right here I'm like, yep, he committed. Time to blow it up because there's nothing he's gonna kill me with a horizontal there.
He had time to look at frame color to figure out the move name and then hit him with it.
But yeah, so a lot of this gameplay was the entire goal of that first game to now was getting to open up, and you can see now he's much more opened up on his gameplay. He's much more active at how he wants to approach. He's not statuing as much.
Right.
And like I said before, I'm winning out on the damage numbers exchange right now. Like, look at that. Like, right there. Like, right there again. 45
Oh, man,
damage.
he tried to move like 3 times.
Yep.
gonna have to use it soon.
In my head, I thought I could RI here. In my head, I didn't want to do because I'm like, I might lose if I do that. Don't want to do that. But it would have been cool in my head. Those are the thoughts I need to banish because they always gets me in trouble of like their useless thoughts.
Right.
Of like, oh, he's probably gonna soldier here. I can RI this, but I'm like, I don't really want to. The risk if he doesn't is I could take like 80 to 90 damage because of guts.
I'm telling you, man, it's that new flavor at 7-Eleven. Shut the.
I think when we were commentating, we were talking about like meat milkshakes, and it was very cursed.
Oh yeah, it was hilarious when I listened to it. I'm like, what the heck are they talking about? But I think it's hilarious.
I was trying to get to the point before BPC would actually ban me from commentary.
I do love that no matter what, every time doesn't fail. Every match that I ever hear a commentary about me always starts with the same conversation. It's a rubber or Ruber. It's a rubber or Ruber.
Really mixed this timing. Kimbo backing it up, engaging.
Even guys I've talked to a good amount still have the same thing. Oh, great. I hope it never ends. It's my claim to fame.
We just talk about everything else other than commentary.
Yep.
Oh.
And right here, he hasn't checked me with a 2A in a while, so I'm gonna sidestep.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna sidestep regardless because I'm like, again, worst case scenario, he 2A's me.
Right.
Okay, fine.
You just lose your turn and 12 health. Not a big deal.
Yeah, like, that's not that big of a deal in the way this game's been playing out. And that's like right there's when I knew this game was like he's in trouble because he's not after a GI he got 0 damage essentially.
Oh, that's death.
Yeah, that's death. So this is where I think from here on I start really trying to ramp up the pressure as much as possible. Like I am, because I think he's much more open now, and now I'm just starting to really fire in as many moves as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, does Raph have blood on his cape?
No, it's a symbol.
By the way, great spacing by him there. That was pretty incredible. The backstep out of Charge 5A.
Charge 5A is kind of a stubby move, but does do a little bit of approach.
I would not say it's a stubby move. That move has way more range than you think. Especially if you step into it, it covers distance.
Okay, never mind. I lied. I just saw that.
It's 6. By the way, love if you whiff the first hit and get the counter hit on the second one, it does more damage.
Really?
Yep. It guarantees the combo, which is hilarious. That that's a thing in the game. Again, here he is not spelled. He's never really blocked that low.
Yeah, I mean that's safe. Yep.
Yeah, actually, this one's where I thought I really could. Again, RI was in my head, but I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that. And here, I just didn't believe he was going to go for vertical. Like, I just truly believe that I've stepped so much this game that he was not going for a vertical. Like, he was going to go for a 1K or, any of the horizontal options. I was thinking he was going to do the jump horizontal, to be honest.
Wow.
So, at that point, I'm like, yeah, this move covers everything.
Yeah, very conscious, like, decision-making and all that stuff, so I'm just like, yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I always try to think about what's going on, because for me, that's just how I process through a game. Like, of course, there's going to be moments I'm going to autopilot, because I can't keep on thinking the entire game, because you're going to see, when I play Florida Man, it actually kills me in the end. But yeah, I take the chance to think as much as possible, because for me, for me as capacity, I can do as a player, and it really shapes how I actually want to approach people, because my entire part of my game plan is I'm gonna make you feel as uncomfortable as humanly possible. So I'm gonna force you to stop stepping and stay still, and then I'm gonna lower you and grab you until you want to step again. I'm gonna repeat that process as long as humanly possible.
I see. All right.
But there's some weakness to that. Like I'm from the games I just watched, I saw one big weakness is your punishment overall isn't very good.
It's the one thing on this character I'm still truly learning, because it hasn't ingrained in the muscle experience. And punching on Hilda is slightly harder than every other character, just because you have to go through, like, when you normally punish, like, if you the idea, like, the thought process, like, you just have to press a button in a direction. That's, like, essentially what it is. Like, you 3B punish, AA, stuff like that. Hilda, you have to take an extra step where you have to, whatever punish you decide, you also have to either let go of the charge if you're holding it. So if I'm holding the B charge and I need to do a BB punch, I have to let go of the charge and then hit BB twice. So it's different. Like, something I actively work on. That is something. It's definitely the biggest downfall of my gameplay currently. Is I don't get optimal punishes.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
Multiple punishes, and I leave a lot of damage on the board.
Yeah.
I've gotten a little better now of using two, because I think the real any I-16 or any like close whiff punish, like if you get 2 A+B, it's really good for Hilda because you get a knockdown into an Oki with tech traps involved, which can do like 60 damage.
Right.
Because your top pluses is you can think, but it takes a lot of mental energy, and I think that's your combo game and execution is also like not that good from what I saw. So I think that the fact that you're thinking so much makes your neutral and your understanding of the matchup and your decision making better, like way better. Like your neutral is really, really good. But when it comes to split second decision making and split second like decision hit confirming and reacting to punishes, like those things are really hard for you that I saw from the 2 matches.
Yeah, for the most part, like Hilda's not really based a lot on combos because they're pretty. Most of the combos are just 2-hit combos. For the most part.
Yeah, but
you'll see. So I think you'll see now. I do some of the more, I guess, impressive versions of the combos. But yeah, for a lot of the times, it definitely is punishment is by far the worst part of my gameplay, and I think a lot of that comes down to I don't have like I've played this character now for going on about 3.5 months, so I don't have the muscle memory ingrained yet. Because like on X, X now, I'm like, oh yeah, CE. Boom. Yeah, that's my punish. And like it was much easier. So now I have to play a character where it's considerably harder for me. So at this point, it's definitely grinding out the experience. And that goes for I think that goes for a lot of people who play characters. It's just the more you play a character, the more experience, the more comfortable you get, and the less you have to actually think. For a lot of times, you can autopilot a lot more of the gameplay, and you can focus a lot more and all your thoughts on some of the more complex stuff. Which I think is always the best thing you see from a lot of top pro players. They don't have to think about the small stuff, and they can just they can think about the more complex game, and that just absolutely pays dividends later in sets.
Right. So this is the second WNF. This is chronological. So we're definitely gonna see a lot more refined gameplay. So yeah, definitely the combo game and punishment game might definitely change. So we are going to see.
This versus Therm too. Jesus.
Yeah, this is one where I truly like. This is one because I always wanted to play Therm, never got a chance to, and like this is the one I'm like I really want to see like okay, this is the moment where I'm like how far have I come with this character because he plays a character that he's very solid. He has the ability to beat anyone in this community. He has that factor where he can beat anybody.
Plus,
and so from here, at this point, I'll be honest, when I come in here, that was I think I tried to charge A and didn't get it. At this point right here, I'm trying to like I know I can't. I have to play very solid to avoid getting blown up for doing stupid stuff.
Was it Thermidor or Dratheon who beat Utoto in the first of 10 after Evo?
Oh, I have no idea.
It was like he called himself Godslayer after that. Was really funny.
That sounds something like Therm. That sounds more like Therm.
It's a pretty good idea.
But
yeah, so right now, I'm just trying to figure out how he wants to approach this matchup also, because I don't think he has as much experience with this matchup either.
I mean, it is Nightmare.
Oh, that looks like
very
death.
upsetting. I didn't get the step in. Yeah, this is death here. I didn't get the step in I wanted to punish from there, because I didn't know if he wanted to commit out of it or not, so I was afraid to throw the charge 6B, because I would have died to an AGA.
Okay, right. TLDR, he died.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're not punishing anything.
Yeah, for the most part, right now I'm figuring out how he's playing, and yeah, like I said, punishment's definitely bad here. I do this hoping seeing what he wants to do on tech here, because I want to use that later because it's a very good option in this matchup. Here he doesn't know the string yet, so he's +10. I'm just gonna check him just to make sure what he wants to do.
Not really. At least outside of having her.
And then again, never check here, just to check what he's got. Right here is now where I punish.
Punish, there we go.
Yep. You can punish the bubble with 3K. Yes. Yeah, the bubble on block is I-14 if you don't GI it.
I-14, yeah. It's I-14, and you'll see that I actually don't get to punish a lot on that because again, definitely the weakest part is punishment.
Also, a viewer wants to know if you play with a gamepad, joystick, or hitbox.
Oh, I play Xbox controller joystick. I am a psychopath, and I'm proud of it.
Christ, bro, how do you
Yep,
do
all
it?
this
It's
is
so
all
bad.
this is all this is analog input.
Yeah.
I'm out of range. I'm out of range for the 3K there, which so I just
So
chose
me
not
and,
to back him.
me and you were the only ones who plays on the joystick. I
Favorite
also
combo
play-
right here. This is my favorite combo of the game. The triple launch. It's so much meter too. Again, I'm
Good
scared here.
sta-
I'm so.
That hit? Are you kidding me?
That hit.
That's
That
the
made me so
first
annoyed.
time. That is one of the most vertical moves in the game. That's the first time I've seen that hit somebody.
Oh, by the way,
completely
I
sidestepping.
don't
It's
think
crazy.
I don't think that's the only time this said that move tracks me. Again, I'm getting antsy here trying to move out. One for reverse ring out was not a smart idea. Again, one for God was getting I'm feeling the pressure with him 2 bars, and I was trying to make something happen when I should have been much more careful.
This is
Again,
not-
I'm trying to move him to the ring edge now. This is my thought process right now. I'm trying to move him to the ring edge.
I've never seen Thermidor stand still for more than like 5 seconds.
I've conditioned pretty well through a lot of horizontal. Again, like I said, I'm just trying at this point to keep him thinking about as much of the stage as possible.
Oh,
And
he
this
hit you with
was
the mix.
yep. Yeah, that was me. Got stuck in decision. I got stuck into my own mind. That was one of the times I'm trying to think what I wanted to do. I think I wanted the 3K, but I thought about blocking, and then I didn't either. And got killed for it.
Yeah.
I got scared at that
best
point
option there
because he's
is,
finished.
like, 2A.
He's finished. He's finished
2-2A.
2-2 AA twice now. So I got scared he was gonna finish it again. So at that point it was like I was just betting on whatever I wanted to do, and at that point I made a mistake. So I came in 1-0 down, which is very, very rough against him.
That's a good question.
Yeah, there's with Nightmare and like his Grimstride stuff, it's a pretty good reaction check. Like you can react to it, but you have to be watching for like a 2-2A Grimstride stuff, and then just a 2A him out of it.
Actually, Hilda has much better options to beat all of his options. I think I could 3K technically out of all your options. Yeah, so that's again now I backed him to the ring edge here, and there we go. Got the sidestep and the punish I wanted because I got an extra regalia. So yeah, that was definitely very solid run.
Does it beat armor? Like A old?
Like I knew he wasn't he whiffed the move where I knew armor wasn't coming. Like he didn't have enough time. The move he used didn't have armor, so I knew I can go for the better damage that could beat that didn't have to beat armor.
But does
Right
charge
here,
A beat
whiffed.
armor?
Charge 5A beats armor.
So it does 22 damage. Okay.
Really?
It's so
Wow,
good. It's so
that's
impressive.
good.
It's so impressive. In
That's
fact,
good.
that's why you'll see me throw charge 5A and almost a 0 charge 6, like very few charge 6As because charge 5A beats armor. It's like why
The
else?
thing
Why,
about
why
the
else
thing
would
about
I use
Hilda
charge 6?
versus Nightmare is that Hilda is actually probably Nightmare's worst matchup in the entire game.
That
The
or
thing
X.
is like
Or X,
the thing is that you're still fighting Thermidor though, so like
Yeah, I know. Right here again.
Like-
Right here, he went for unsafe stance transition. That's when I punched the 6. Charge 6A into CE because that will kill. Actually, it didn't kill. God damn it. I don't even know my own. I'm a commentator right now.
Lying to me.
I'm doing my best commentary impression. This I don't know what he was doing.
But yeah, being
And-
wrong is essential to commentary.
Yeah, so right there, I don't know what he's really thinking. I think he was desperate at that point just to get back in because I had such a huge life lead.
Yeah, I have no idea why I did that.
Like I said, I think he was very desperate to get back into the game. That might have been that could have been a buffer for Soul Attack. It was probably more likely.
same map.
Same map.
Imagine. What-
Yeah.
This is like the 10th time that we've seen like random like stage select, and it just gives you the same map.
I was not happy. In my own head, I was not happy that this stage was something. I'm like, God damn, it doesn't help me at all against this character. He could still bring me out from anywhere.
Random, by the way.
Yeah, random.
Too
You know,
bad it's
expect
not
him to
Soul
finish that
Calibur
move.
4, Hilda.
Never played Soul Calibur 4, so I could never say.
You're not missing
I
out.
only heard how
Apparently-
I only heard how busted she was.
Yeah, you're not missing out on much for Soul
her ring
Calibur
out
4.
game.
Yeah, I heard a ring
in
out game
that
was
one
absurd.
was apparently insane. Yeah.
By the way, I'm really upset he didn't tech there because there's a tech trap off of counter hit 9K with Regalia. That's 96 damage.
He probably
It's 3.
was like, maybe I shouldn't tech.
Yeah, it's 3 KA.
Oh wow, he
Oh, robbed. Rob.
That I thought Caliber helped me there. Again, I don't know what he was thinking there. That scared the hell out of me. Got the punish here.
Minus 16. You have a better punish.
Yeah, that was definitely at that point.
I didn't even know
I've
REK
already
was minus 16. What the fuck?
Most people don't even know. I actually don't understand the move is still not.
Again,
I knew that.
There's
it
the
was, like,
first
minus 14.
issue of throwing Charge 6A is when he hits armor, it does that. And this is where it's dangerous. Now I'm already blinking guard. I am down on the round.
Red.
And right here, I made a very conscious decision. Well, I'm just taking it. Like I want to just get rid of my guard. I'm already down this round. I'm just gonna take the loss. But get rid of my guard rage, which is huge in this matchup.
Take your guard break when you're close to death.
Yeah, I just let your guard die. Like take the round loss and move on. Because when you don't, you get into trouble. You're gonna start seeing. It's gonna be big important. That 2-2A, he's starting to cancel it now, which is going to be big. By the way, this is my favorite combo. The chart. This is where it does stupid amount of damage.
Can you air control all that?
Oh, you can't air control the last hit.
Oh.
The one he just air controlled off. That's everything else guaranteed if you get hit by the first tech.
Really?
I think yep, everything's guaranteed.
Very good retracking.
Actually,
If
no,
he went
I
for
lied.
the-
I lied. After the second time you get launched over my head, there's the
A, right?
Back turn A. You can. By the way, I'm really upset. I tech crouched there and I didn't get it. Yeah, no, you can. It's weird. You have to tap it in a certain time. You can avoid the follow up, but you can't hold a direction because any direction you hold. So essentially, it's one of those ones. It's so hard to do that it's almost real for that reason. But you can definitely get out of it. But I'll be honest, I've had more people who are E rank on rank get out of it by luck than an actual tournament player get out of it.
Lol.
This one, I couldn't believe you waked up for it. That was like, I'm like, what?
Yeah. Nightmare, wake up 6-6B.
This, I timed the calling here. At this point, I'm like, okay, I think I have the timing. I'm going to call it. Lay on the punish here.
Oh
No,
my
he
god.
laid on it. Lay on the whiff coverage hard. And again, same thing. I ran in and I'm just choosing an option that covers as much as possible.
Wow, this is stupid. Like charge A just destroys Nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
It's retarded. What?
It's so good. It's so unbelievably impressive.
Right.
Again,
C5A?
officer selecting out of his stand. Yep, C5A, officer selecting out of the stands.
And charge A tech crouches, right?
Yep, tech crouches for
That's
8
what-
frames. After frame 6, I think.
Wow.
Or frame 8. I'm trying to remember.
Hilda's tech crouch, like moves.
Right here.
Oh
This is the big
my
moment.
God.
He's canceled
Nice.
every time. He's canceled every time in this game, and I'm like, if he finishes it, he gets punished. It's negative 16. So I am like, he's not finishing it here. He does not want to take the punish here. He is going to throw it out. And then again here,
Nice.
he did another transition where it wasn't going to work. But yeah, if you scroll back, you could totally see that point when I saw, like, when he did as soon as he did 2-2A, I'm like, this is the moment.
Yeah,
So after here,
kinda...
right here. So after the wall, he does not want to do another 2-2A. Like, there's no reason to. I don't get pushed back all the way, so punches become easier. So this just beats everything he wants to do.
Oh yeah,
Look,
because
he's trying to cancel.
Yeah,
he's trying to
Hori too, right?
cancel. He's trying to cancel here. I think in the CE.
Yeah.
So, because he's trying to beat the charge. I think it works on the charge 5A because it's 18 frames,
Right.
but not 16.
Wait, no, it's a vertical, right? Is your CE a Hori
Vertical.
or
A
a
vertical or
Vertical
horizontal,
Hori.
but the startup frame is
Okay,
too slow.
so he might have been able to GI that, maybe.
I don't
I'm
think
not
he can.
completely sure.
I don't think he can because I think he was going for the CE. I think there's too many frames he needs. So yeah, that was the big ending of that game where I have like, okay, I'm calling this 2-2A even if it kills me here. I cannot handle it. And now this becomes here's a marathon of a set against Florida.
All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, but you guys could start. I'm just gonna mute my mic.
When you control the video.
Wow.
I thought you left like a
Leaves and then just we're just here.
By the way, just throw some riveting gameplay here.
Myself, but I didn't get to play against any Hilda at all.
What do we?
I played Florida before, and we played each other before, and we both understood that chasing each other sucks for either side.
He's expecting to block a lot.
So it's time to play neutral here.
You do have to kind of.
I can't wait
I'll
to hit by
feel
that.
you.
Sure.
So yeah,
That
we're just
voice
playing
line
neutral
is
here.
so weird.
Yeah, because at this point I've played enough games beforehand to know that that it's
I
that
hate that throw so much.
yeah, overshooting grab breaks kind of hurts. But yeah,
Kick
yeah.
right over his head, you know, Oki on that. God, I hate it.
And I've charged for 33 seconds.
My
That was the best part.
God,
After the first 10 seconds of being in neutral for that much, I'm like, okay, I've charged A for 10 seconds here. Yeah, he's gonna eat this. He got antsy here. The round's ending. But yeah, so after the first 10 seconds of neutral, I already held A for that long. I'm like, I'll commit to 30 seconds at this point. I'm already this far in. So yeah, this is very much a cat and mouse awkward game.
On that charged A, the one like the triple hit one, would you be able to like GI the
third
second hit?
Third hit.
Third,
Actually,
okay,
you can
third
technically
hit.
GI the second hit also if you're really cracked, but also there's a time mix-up with 6A pay.
What's the mix?
Yeah, what's the mix? Yeah, you missed me with the unblockable the first round. I charged for 30 seconds because me and Florida started out in neutral. I was a little upset here because I thought I sidestepped this move, but I think I just didn't get the input in time. But yeah, no, yeah. So like the first recap, the first round we start with 15 seconds of just neutral doing nothing, and I've already charged A for 15 seconds. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna continue it. So yeah, now we're a little bit more open up here. Playing him is hard. Like it is a grind to figure out how to approach this. Again, I've noticed early on that he was rolling, so I'm starting to do the punish for it.
Okay, Floribad is definitely looking at his watch and saying,
I don't punish that, which is actually annoying because I was surprised I blocked it. I'll be honest, I wasn't ready to even block it. I got lucky on that block.
Oh my gosh, this guy's he's cancel dancing.
Yep. Challenges here, which is very awkward for me. Again, biggest problem. No whiff punishes. Really puts me back in rounds. And then which that should get better with time of familiarizing with the character. But yeah, this is a very slow. Here, I'm just pushing him toward the edge. And it didn't break back for some reason.
Yeah, but he wasn't -3, so you didn't get away with too much of murder.
And again, slow 3B punish where I could have had. Yep, I single K because I had A charge, so I had to do the other 12 move I have. By the way, her AA sucks.
Oh yeah.
Her AA is awful. It's 0 on hit.
And it's I-12.
And it's I-12. 0 on hit and counter hit.
I mean,
yes.
Killick's AA was -2 for the first 8 months of season 1.
Yeah,
oh, I didn't even know that.
+4.
No, it's +2. +2.
I was gonna say it's
standard.
He has one of the best AAs in the game. He has the best combination of AA BB in the game.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Yeah, close seconds grow.
Yeah.
Grows +4 and +6, I think, or something like that.
Cervantes actually.
Yeah.
Cervantes.
But Cervantes AA is +6, no?
Yeah, +6, and I think BB is also +6 as well.
Christ. So, like I said, a lot of this gameplay right now is me and him really defensive, trying to figure out like how to break each other down. He's definitely have the upper hand in the current moment. He's definitely wearing me out.
He's kinda in your head right now.
It's more right now. I still haven't figured out like how can I attack him. Like I'm still racking my brain this game. Like okay, how can I break him down right now? This is getting really annoying. So now I'm like okay, I'm gonna start checking with lows as much as I can. I think at one point here I started really getting aggressive on grabs. Yeah, now I'm like really trying to delay, mix up a time. Great punish by him, by the way.
Thank you for the raid, Cager. Thank you very much. Welcome, everyone.
He canceled here, which I was not expecting. I thought he completed the string, so I was preparing it while charging B, and then canceled it when I saw he didn't continue the string.
Yeah, welcome. We are going over
again, blocking again. So yeah, go ahead.
That's a safe low, by the way. 4-4-4-4A.
Yep.
Yeah.
-6. But
Oh, I got -6. Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it is not as negative as you think it is.
Yeah, but once again,
yeah.
Welcome, Raiders. We are doing the 4th episode of Soul Info Cards with MindWolf and RuberBeefMan. We are analyzing RuberBeefMan at the moment. And yeah, no.
Yeah, we're on the tail end right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the last
problem
game.
with the problem with watching this matchup is these are literally the two characters that I have the least amount of knowledge on.
Oh yeah,
I
no one
know
knows
a
anything.
little bit
So-
about Huang, but it's not
So
enough.
that one, I tech
I
crush
know
under because that's why I
nothing
thought he was
about
going with the
Huang.
high here, which was a bit of a bet because if you use the vertical, I get slammed for some damage here. Block low here, which is good. It's not that negative. She doesn't have any I-14s.
Ooh, good stuff.
Yep. I thought I had enough range. Yep. Here I'm CEing because it does max damage, but it also gets away from me and it puts him and it runs out the rest of the soldiers.
Yeah, very
And
good.
right there. I move slightly into his range because I knew he wanted to use his meter, and what he needed to do was go in the stance. So as soon as I moved in the range, I immediately started sidestepping because he doesn't want to do the horizontal option. He wants to do the vertical option 'cause it's the best option.
Yeah,
It's the most
Yeah.
benefit.
Flutterman loves the vertical option there.
Well, yeah, because it's the best option. It does a ton of guard damage. It does a ton of chip damage, just like 25 chip damage.
So good chip damage.
Yeah, now he's starting to really turn the pressure.
There is-
And yep, as soon as I wake up
There
here,
is-
I'm like,
Nice.
What?
There
yeah,
is
he
one
was in the air
tournament where
stance, and I full crash 3-beat him.
Shouts out to jumping.
there is one
By the way,
tournament where
sorry,
I-
I'm gonna interrupt you again. I'm
Go ahead.
so happy. I actually dodged it back to P plus K, which is so hard.
Yeah.
It is pretty scary.
You're dodging everything. Like
He's at
you're.
minus 7.
Like I said, I'm now starting to figure out what his game plan is right now. I'm starting to figure out how he wants. Again, boom.
Nice.
So happy.
I like that.
Yeah, that was very
These reads
solid.
are good.
Just recognizing he was back turned and then sides. That was actually really good.
But yeah, like there was I don't know the inputs for it, but there was one tournament that I watched live where Florida Man took away chipped away 70% of somebody's health with just that vertical alone.
Man, I hope it's not. I hope it's
It's
not
so
me.
annoying.
I hope it's not
It's
me.
It's so annoying. The vertical's annoying because the horizontal option does a fair amount of damage too.
Right.
By the way, very annoying. I got hit by a 1A.
It's very good. How minus is it actually?
1A is
it
minus
getting
16.
punishable?
That's why. I think that's why.
Oh, it's
I always
minus
get hit.
16. Okay, never mind. That's why people don't spam it.
I tried to catch backstep there, wasn't ready.
Oh
Oh,
my
that
Lord.
hurts so much. And I'm
That move is
upset right
so
there.
BS.
Oh.
I got robbed 3 times in that instance. I jumped the low, but it was too early to get the lethal hit. I sidestepped the back turn, but still got caught by the final part, so I had to block it. And then got 8B instead of 8-8 B, which ended up getting me killed, which was a very annoying segment. But luckily, I rebound pretty quickly on this one. That was me charging.
Interesting RE.
With all of the.
Yeah, we're at max range. I didn't think he was going to finish it. I didn't think he wanted to take the punish because I punished that move already this game. Again, rolling into a better position on the ring. Then immediately got pushed back into the position I didn't want to be in.
No, I'm not dead.
No, I'm not dead. His ring out is not as good. Okay, right here is the biggest mistake I think I made this entire set is I know he wants to get the talismans back.
Yeah, you
Like, that's-
keep walking.
Yeah. He's grabbed a lot this game, and I think it's conditioned a bit, and also got greedy of I wanted the duck to grab to win the round. But I already, in my head, I already knew that his best option here is the 3v and get the talismans back, because he doesn't want to be in negative talismans moving into rounds. So yeah, so that was probably the biggest mistake. That was an accidental like charging.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
You have full meter. You need to use it.
Oh yeah, another big issue. Don't use meter enough, because her soul charge is very underwhelming a lot of times. Got him with the tech.
Yeah, very good.
And got him with these. Got him with 6k punish.
I am noticing Florida Man likes to press a lot.
Oh yeah, he's noticed because I do throw, like I said, I throw a large charge H, which is 18. So if you're not negative like 8 on your moves, you can bash a 2A on me, which also runs its own risk of if I backstep it.
But you're right, Florida Man presses a lot, and so you can counter hit him a lot.
Yeah, that's why that was what part of this game was working towards. Here, immediately soul charge because I'm at the ring edge and that's scary as hell. And I'm trying to get as close to him as possible to again beat the range. I can't believe he woke up with something.
Uh-oh.
And unblockable grab.
My health bar.
I was too worried about him finishing the string.
You're right. Yeah, it's a pretty good string pressure.
And it's jails, so yeah, that was definitely I got caught there where he's like, well, I got caught, wanted to wait for the string, and then he took advantage of it, which was very, very, very well played.
Master of none. kind of situation.
It makes me upset because the ending of the set's so much worse than how the middle of the set goes, because this is a very tight game across the board.
This is the middle of the set, Jesus.
Yeah. This is winners final right now, I believe.
Yeah.
Like
So
I said,
first of three.
this is a marathon, and I'll give some like before the final game. I'll tell you what was going on in my head. But yeah, this was winners final at the time. Again, I waited there because you get a lethal hit anytime you first time you go into what's called get a talisman.
Right.
You get that backdoor, you get that lethal hit, and he always goes for it. So I was being very patient of how I want to approach this. Very annoyed right there. I hate when people get hit by charge 6A. It's not a counter hit, it's a normal hit. I'm like, what?
Kind of goes for the shuffle.
Again, here I get a little bit antsy because I thought I was gonna press a button. But yeah, look at the time. Look at the time.
Yeah, he timed.
Yeah, I know his time, and I'm like, he wants to go for a grab because that's the easiest way to get damage. It's the most reliable. So I just laid down, and I was content that I didn't think he was gonna press a button to get it. Didn't get the punish here on the. I got hit by the second AA.
I think that AA is only minus 12. Unless you're 3
Well, no,
A's minus 12.
I ducked it, and
Oh, you
came
ducked
up
it.
into a wall rising move, which was also very annoying. Again, bad position, not a good. Here, I challenged because I didn't believe he won the run up. I thought he was gonna start respecting the full crush 1Ks. Didn't do it. Again, here I'm just checking him because I don't want him to move. That I hit by a string so much. I hate that. That string
4K
always
is
gets
actually
me.
like crazy good Oki for, like makes you respect the Oki.
That one I don't understand why I didn't actually splat him. Oh, this is where he's one shot, and then I overcomplicate. Like I should just done 1KK or 1KB because at least at that point it's a 250-50 and 1KK is safe on block. So that's like one where I'm like, I think at that point I was trying to go for mental damage, like because I know that's the one way that I can get out of Florida Man a bit was through some mental because there's times where you can see that he does get upset if shit happens, if some annoying shit happens. But hey, here, yeah, I do. Woo, punish. Yeah. So yeah, I think that was part of my thought process there. But in the end, I'm like, yeah, 1KK was just such a better option. Again, he's -9 now, so I just took a option to lower his health as much as possible.
Right, just keep a life lead, play safe.
Yep.
Up close, and now he has access once again to the charge 5A, which is going to be disruptive to
Nice
movement altogether.
punish.
Did it again, which just blows my mind.
Uh-oh.
I'm out. Yep, forgot he was -9 there. But again, I'm still sitting good. He has no meter. He has half-life.
And it's changing the dynamic of how these matches are playing out.
Oh, I didn't block that. I didn't get hit by that, which is nice. Again, I have no clue what's going on with the strings here. I'm just reacting and hoping that
he has no
something's going on.
meter,
I got out.
so yep.
Yeah, I got out of there because I was like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that. Again, he's too much. I just call it at this point. He just wants to sit and stand. I'm not letting him sit and stance forever. Again, 1KK. It puts a 50-50 there. You've got to block lower mid.
Right.
So, at this point, he tries to select the stage, which you can't do anymore because we get moved off of the rule set. And I'll tell you right now, I am mentally and physically exhausted here. Like, I emptied the tank those last 4 games trying to beat him, and this break absolutely killed me because I was running on pure fumes and just momentum and adrenaline at that point. And the fact we had to take like a minute and a half to 2 minutes to reset, get back to an actual like random stage. I didn't recover. At this point, it was like 1 o'clock at night. I'm on the East Coast.
Right. Thursday morning fights?
Yeah, Thursday morning fights.
Thursday morning
yeah,
fights.
I'll be honest, I ran out of gas, and this last match was very brutal. But yeah, that was definitely the point where the turning point, ironically, because normally this wouldn't phase me, but at this point it actually did do damage, and I'm like, if I look back, I'm like, huh. I know he didn't mean to do it, but it actually worked out really well for him.
Yeah.
Because I be honest, even though I won that last game, I thought he was still in control of the set. Like I felt like he was still dictating how the pace was moving, and I was still trying to figure out like I can't figure out how to take this game back.
Right.
I can't figure out how I want to how I'm gonna take this back, and he drastically puts the pressure on me starting this game. You'll know once he starts this game, he decides that he wants to scrap now. He's decided that I'm weak. I'm ready to He's ready to start scrapping because he thinks the pace shift's gonna get me, and he did.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yep.
It's like RNG's
Yep.
Going in for the wow. He is like
Oh yeah,
unrelenting.
he's going. He decides that he wants to really start getting aggressive, and he does. And
that's it. Yep.
It works. And at this point, like I said, I'm kind of burned out, and he's starting to really push it, and I am just I'm not catching up in time. That one upset. I thought I ducked that grab, and I did. I came up into it.
He doesn't have to worry about neutral at all.
Charge 6A came out as charge 4. That was again.
Oh no.
Didn't get the punish there. Yep. Like I said, got really bad here. It got very bad really quickly. He changed the pace so much, and I was not ready for it, and not in a position to counter.
Jesus.
Oh, trust me, this game lasts a total of like I think if I measure out the time, it might last 65 seconds in game, or like a minute.
And just like that,
A full in-game time. Again, can't believe you finished it. Pushed me to the ring edge. Made a bad decision here.
Oh yeah.
Any other decision, it's fine.
Oh no.
That's the big risk versus reward thing where I made the brutal mistake of like anything else is fine. If it's the low, I'm still alive. It's taking that hit is what kills me.
Right.
So, yeah, which is that was again that was the end of the set where I got worn to the ground.
All right.
Condition, okay. Neutral monster, yeah, I agree, hard read.
There we go.
I don't know if I consider my hard read machine.
You were doing pretty good hard. I mean, you hard read Thermidor, which
I guess I did. I did hard read, but I feel like a lot.
Right?
I feel like this. I feel like that's hard. I don't know if I consider it a really hard. I guess that is a hard read by definition because I thought that one was like more of
Yeah, I mean, he could have auto GI'd you there and like rung you out. I think so. That's
I didn't believe he was gonna finish it. So to be honest, yeah, I guess that was But yeah, definitely. Covering Joel Attic is definitely correct.
Your reads are not that hard because you before making hard reads, you spend a lot of time gathering information, and then you make your reads. So,
yeah, I will essentially spend. I will quite literally, if I can, I will spend if I can extend the first game slightly and still be like safe. I will actually extend the game to get a little more read to what you want to do. If I'm up, like if I'm up like 2 rounds to 0, I'll test some extra scenarios in the third game, in the final like round or two. If I'm up early, to see what your reactions are, which also kind of gets me in trouble. Against because there is times where I do give up a bad comeback occasionally because of it. But yeah, I'm definitely big on gaining as much information about my opponent as I can. Because I think at that point I formulate a better game plan.
Okay.
But the thing is like top players like Florida Man, for example, you're gonna analyze their game plan and like you're gonna formulate a game plan, but then once you put that game plan in motion, they're gonna adapt to you back really fast, and you don't have like it's only 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 5. So unless it's grand finals, you don't have that much time to gather info. So I think it's better to like strike a balance, like not take too much time, but still take time. Because if it was like first to 5, okay, but like
Yeah.
I don't know how top players do it, like how they adapt so fast.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty flexible when it comes to that. Like I'll spend as much time as I can, but like if the situation calls where I have to use what I got early, because like I will legitimately save stuff like rounds. I forget who I was playing. I saved a terror. Like I saved that I knew how to duck BA, like 6BA, which is also really annoying. That string 6B string is really annoying. I saved quite literally to the final round of the game where it mattered the most, and ducked it for the first time in the match and punched to win a game, and punched with C to win a game. Like I will. If I have to use my information early, I'll use it. Like if I have to, absolutely. If not, I'm gonna save it for a better crucial time. But which also gets me in trouble. again, being
Yeah.
greedy. I'm very greedy about that stuff.
The biggest brain time. Like
Oh, yeah.
that's so big brain.
Oh wait, I'll legitimately like let you get away like with something if I'm like if it's non-consequential during a round, but like and I'll save it for the moment where like it matters. Because like a lot of times when you get away with stuff, you want to use it again when it matters most. Because you know when you get away with stuff, they're usually very good moves. When you get away with it, like I said with Therm, like with 2-2A, like I kept on not punishing, not really doing much about it until the final moment, where I decided to full call it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely the aspect of the gameplay I want to get to is being able to get that information faster and quicker and be able to reset because eventually get it very quick. I might be up early and that's best, but get the information, get my opponent deaths back, and then I just all that new. I don't have to regather like the majority of the information. I only have to gather like the new stuff they're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely where I want to push my gameplay further. Do that. Definitely punishment. Oh my god, it makes me angry all the time.
Anyway, if you're thinking really like that fast and that deep while playing, you're definitely like a lot of steps above me. Like I do not like I'm not that smart. So like props to you.
I mean, there's a lot of different people play different. I think like you can see. I think Zeph's Zeph's a big example. I think he's a super instinctive player. Like he's probably probably thinking a good amount. But from what I've heard from a lot of people, that he's super instinctive, very good at that. And you can see where that he's dominant player. Then you have people like Enders and Incendiate who are much more methodical, like players, like how I'm aiming to play. So there's difference of what best his strengths are.
Yeah, Zeph will like hit you with something, and then you'll be like, "So what was that on hit?" And he was like, "What?"
What? Oh, there's times where he just like he whistles a move and just GIs me. I'm like, huh, interesting. I don't know why you thought that, but it was the right decision, I guess. Or like whiff on like essentially like wall rising big B, or it might be the input. Like it'll go whiff wall rising B into another wall rising B and hit me. I'm like, what the? I'm like, what?
That move tracks like a motherfucker.
I know, but I'm like, but it's based on what his instincts and what he's saying. So yeah, I definitely think there's different ways. There's no correct way to play or mindset to take. I guess for significant placements, I guess it's WNF 1 and 2 of 2022. I won the first one, and then the second one I finished third.
WNF 2021 episode 2022.
Episode 2022 episode 1.
And then WNF 2022 episode 2. You got what?
Third place. Outside of that, I really haven't done much, to be honest. Like I've never got the chance to go offline, so I only started competing like last June, July, which is the height of COVID. So I haven't got any other placements really to talk about because I don't think I've finished top 3 in NLBC yet. And those are my best. I think I placed third one every time in WNF somewhere back like a year ago with X, but that was about it.
All right, so there aren't really a lot of Hilda players. I mean, there's Signia when he still played a lot. There's you. There's Xander.
There's Appleboom.
Appleboom, yes. Joshin all the way in Japan.
I think because I haven't seen single play in so long. Like Joshin was the first person I really looked at. I'm like, holy crap, this guy's actually using this character to like the mastery of what this character can do.
Dude, when I saw him play in Doctors Without Borders, I'm like, I didn't know Hilda could do this. And then he won.
He's absurd. He's honestly absurd.
When he was playing Ivy, his results were like they're still good, but like not like his Hilda good. And I was like,
I think like if anyone who really wanted to pick up Hilda, like that's the person to look at. Like that's like the goal to like this is the goal of the character.
For sure.
Yeah, but from what I've seen, I'm probably more. It feels weird to say because I always thought I played pretty traditional, but I'm not compared to other Hilda players. I'm super aggressive and way more
aggressive. I wouldn't say that. I'd say you're really.
Other Hilda players, man, they are the ones that are gonna sit back and wait for a charge B with punish.
Yep, they're either gonna 2-2B plus K, charge B, charge 6B, B6.
You think I'm defensive? No, Hilda players. Most other Hilda players are much more laid back. Mercy Main. I saw his name.
You're right.
Mercy Main's another very good example. But yeah, I think I'm definitely much more. I think I'm much more aggressive because I do playing at closer range than most characters, and I disrespect a lot with Charge A.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think I actually have to be on Eccentric technically because
That
again
is true.
most of
That
our
is you do are
most
close.
most of our Hildas don't like doing the scrap play. They usually they love backstepping. Like I love backstepping with the character 'cause it's so good, but I don't use it the same way. Like Xander's with me on this one. Xander's my man, also my man of Mash. Oh, you could if the video wasn't like half corrupt, I would have showed the grand finals where both of us literally the entire game was counter
We
hit
have
and grab.
yeah, we have a what was it Charge 5A counter?
Oh yeah, it was unbelievable. Like our entire game came down to who could land more charged 5As and land grabs. It was it though. It felt such a weird because I think Xander and I both at the point where like we don't know how to play. Like yeah, we don't know how to play this matchup. You want to do it? Yeah, sure. We don't know how to play this matchup. I still don't know how to play the matchup. I
Charge 5A.
It's just weird. Charge 5A.
Charge 5A.
When in doubt, Charge 5A.
Yeah, just behold. All right, let's get this. This placement seems kind of everyone in favor for this.
I put more closer to the center for defensive, but that's just my opinion. Like you blocked a lot in those sets.
I do
Yeah,
understand.
I
'Cause
would-
I do wait a lot,
I'd
but
put
like
'em,
because I know this is based off of the other Hilda players.
Mhm.
Because I think because if we went off the all if we went through like all the players, I would definitely be up with defensive traditional.
Mm-hmm.
If we want like every player on every character, but yeah, I think on Hilda, I can understand being closer to the center.
Right.
It's not compared to like other healthy players. It's more compared to like the meta and how people play in general, right?
No, this is
I
actually
thought it
like
was-
for the character. This is for the character.
Oh,
This
this is
is
the
okay.
character.
Yeah, so that's why like I have to be on the more aggressive side and eccentric. Like
Oh,
because if
okay.
we add in like if we did this based off population, I would definitely be in the top left.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I think it's pretty fair.
All right. Let me download this bad boy.
Wait, you gotta fill out the.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's downloading
doing
it
that.
so
Yeah,
he
so
can do it
I
in
have to do it.
Microsoft
On,
Paint.
yeah, I have to do it on Microsoft Paint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really jank, but that's how we do.
Okay. So first off, I want to say, punishment. It's a 2.
Oh yeah, punishment can be low because that was it's something I just need to get used to with the character. I don't have the comfort yet with it, so I don't have it yet. Because like I'll tell you, once you start seeing me punish stuff with 2A plus B, the shoulder charge, it's gonna be the game's gonna be wildly different. But yeah, that would be definitely something. When we get to that, that would be definitely a low one.
All right. So neutral. 4 or 5. I think it's really good.
So I'd say
4 or
4.
5.
Yeah.
I say 4.
4.
It's really good.
It's definitely something I've played. Like I played a lot of the New York guys.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. So and those guys they're monsters in neutral. So it's something you learn over time that like once you play those type of players
Learn or
so
die,
often.
honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have. That's where essentially because that's essentially where I found out that's where I pretty much play best at. And so like I'm gonna find a character that makes me play best at that.
Mm-hmm. So execution, you don't really drop anything much.
You kind of dropped a lot of combos.
I wouldn't say I dropped a lot of combos. I dropped a lot of punishes, which is the big issue. But a lot of times it's a work in progress with Hilda because there are times where you might not have the ultimate punish because you don't have one of your charge moves charged in time. So it's very awkward because there's a lot of stuff like if you went in deep with how I was playing, like if you could see like inputs or something like that, you will see like some more issues of not having the button charge in time. But that's all situational.
Right.
Like my execution, like I think I'm pretty middle of the road. I don't drop
3.
I don't drop a
Nothing
ton
too
of stuff.
serious. I'm just 3.
I don't drop a ton of stuff. I don't do anything. I don't do any spectacular combos either. That's not how I play the character. The only fun combo I do is the triple launch over my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually executions like if you don't really drop any, you just play the character and you don't really like drop anything crucial. It's a 3. Like
I land the one just frame she has.
Yeah, like I'm like execution, like a 5 on execution is like Woes' APAT.
or like Woes is Setsuko.
Yeah, like he ain't dropping shit. Like, all right. So adaptability, I do think it's pretty high.
Yeah, it's high. I'd say
It's like 4 or 5.
4.
4. Yeah, because definitely a 4, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Yeah,
Wait,
4.
could it be a 5? Hold on. Who did
Could
we
it?
put?
Who did we put at 5?
Let's look at our.
I don't
past
know
placements.
because once you adapt good, but your adaptation speed is kind of slow.
I feel like a lot of it, the big ones. I think you only see the big ones. Like I'll make a lot of little micro adjustments in between games where it's not like very noticeable. Like it'll be more like I throw a certain move more often or stuff like that. I save big adjustments for when I'm like certain, like okay, this is the adjustment to make, and that's when you see a lot of
Incendiate
momentum
was
shifts.
4.
Incendiate was
Say,
4.
If
Yeah.
Cindy's not 5, then I'm not 5.
Okay.
And if
I'll take
Incendiate
4.
was 4, I'd say 3 then.
I
I'll
think
take 4.
also, I think adaptability is another one where we don't have any 5s yet, actually.
Again, I feel like you might have been stingy on a couple guys earlier.
I think
might need some updating rankings later.
If anybody would be like 5, I'd say probably like Zefukai. Like adaptability. That's an easy 5
I think
right
him
there.
and Incendiate were definitely like they would be like the two. They're like either the prime example of adaptability.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I'll probably.
Zefukai is like 5 in every category.
that is true. He's he is very much a raid boss in a large sense.
Yeah, I'm okay with the 4. I'll probably write it down where I put Incendiates at a 5.
I was gonna say I'll probably change the cities to 5 because you'll just see there's just one moment where the game just completely just goes off the rails where it's like, yep, he's gonna kill him.
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
Punishment.
And his a 2.
Punishment, that's a 1
2
or 2.
middle 2 or 1. Can I get -3 on that?
I could give a 1 if you want.
No, you got a couple of punishes.
I'll take 2 because I think I get 2 just because I have a couple good ones, but like there's definitely I missed out on so much damage. It honestly it always irks me when I play. I'm like, I missed out on so much damage here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, mental.
Though, I think that's also pretty strong because he's constantly he's always I guess pretty strong in like the way his thought pattern on like the game that he's in, right?
Right. The way that you think
really,
a lot about the
super
game.
rocked.
I think I was pretty prideful for a while. Like I had a rough streak recently, but like I was very prideful that I think my mental was pretty solid. Like I brush off Doc Halber stuff pretty quickly. Like I don't let it linger too long. And I usually I'm pretty composed where I'm like, okay, I keep on thinking so I know what I need to do. I'm not gonna go into like full panic mode and try stupid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I always pride myself a bit more on mental because it's very rarely as of recent I had like 2 moments where like my mental actually went away, but those were some pretty extreme scenarios. You were in the call for one of them, Nemo.
Oh yeah. Is that the one that I played you right after and I got fucked up?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the background on that was I lost the first round of WNF because my opponent grabbed me 19 times.
Oh,
and
Panda, where you at?
Man who let's say annoyed me on that.
He's in the chat. He's in the chat right now.
Yeah,
Panda,
he's in the chat.
Back through you.
He grabbed me 19. I went back and counted because I was so angry afterwards. He grabbed me 19 times, and at one point I just started breaking a direction just to break something, and I didn't get anything. I broke 2 grabs out of 19. If we took each grab being a 50-50, as like as it is, it's like 50-50 front or back break.
That's the worst RNG ever.
It was 0.0365%. It was a fraction of a percent of that chance of happening.
I think someone in the chat where we were playing together was like, dude, just back throw him. And then you were like, I hate everyone.
Dude, that was a sore spot. That was a sore spot for I think I'm still a bit sore about that because it was just so tilting at that point.
I think we were in Grape Stream and I was like, dude, just break back. And you're like, bro.
Bro.
I'm trying.
I'm like, yeah. You're gonna break. I think you said like, are you gonna break back next time? I'm like, hey, I'm like low blow.
Yeah, I'm like, he's totally messing me up next bracket.
Oh yeah, I got my revenge. I made sure to put you down twice.
Yeah.
It's about sending a message.
At least the first one was kind of close.
I won't lie. The first one had me worried. Because you eyed me out neutral on a 1K, kill me. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah. So what happened is I don't know if the VOD exists. It was probably on like Florida Man's stream or something. I was so frazzled that I got destroyed in game 2, and then I was about to lose round 1, game 3. I literally let go of my controller took like 5 deep breaths, and RuberBeefMan was like, "Is this controller wrong?" And then like after I was like calmed down, I picked it up, I pulled up, I soul charged, and I alright on reaction, I killed him.
Yeah, he alright an I-18 move, by the way.
I was like, damn,
Or
I'm good.
I-20, I think.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm like, I sat there, I literally at that point, like, have you ever seen like the like Neil deGrasse Tyson when he puts his hands? I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I legitimately did that in my apartment. I'm like, okay.
And then I lost.
Okay, fine. then you lost, but it was very tough.
As long as I leave an impression, I'm pretty happy about it. So like, all right.
I was really hoping I was actually good on punishment for this because I wanted to make the joke of if I had like all threes and stuff, I'd be like, oh yeah, dude, look at that, no real weaknesses and also no real strengths, but we'll get over that point.
Right. All right, all in favor of this graph right here.
I mean, I like it.
All right, well, I like it too.
That's some high stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
and just because
pretty,
someone has really high stats or
legendary.
low stats doesn't mean that they're like necessarily a bad player, right? There's always.
I mean, it wouldn't necessarily say someone could beat another person just because of it, because there are plenty of people like you have internal you'll have matchups where like you're very comfortable against a player that other people struggle against.
Right.
Like for me, I'm fairly comfortable when I play Manta. I have a lot of fun playing Manta.
Mm-hmm.
And like I know a lot of people really they dread playing Manta. Like they're scared, but I'm also then I'm really scared when I play like any Astaroth player, and there are people that are like, oh yeah, Astaroth players were good.
Mm-hmm. Like for me, when I play Manta, it's just like, all right, if I guess right enough, I should be able to win. I know his adaptability is not the fastest, and if I could pull something out, then I could do it. But then if you see my tournament stats, I do actually have decent wins against people that a lot of people have trouble against, even though I'm not a really strong tournament player. So it's it happens. It depends on the person. It depends. Stats don't mean everything, obviously. It's just we're here to have fun and kind of analyze the player per se. And if they have some high ass stats like Incendiate, you better be careful. But that shouldn't define oh, I'm losing, oh, I'm winning, right?
No, this is law now.
Yeah.
This is judgment.
Yeah. So it's all your fault if you lose to someone with lower stats than you. All right.
I want to go back and look at Incendiate's thing again just to see how uber he was. Oh yeah, he's pretty uber. Yeah, never mind.
All right, let me actually we can pull up Incendiates again. Yeah, I'm down to pull up Incendiates again real quick.
I'm not gonna lie, I totally think you shortchanged him on 2 stats.
Really?
I mean, he has he has 1 5, 3 4s, and a 3. Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, I think there should be 3 5s on there.
All right, let me find complete.
He's pretty uber, man.
Here, let me.
I think he's. I'll be honest. He's one of the top at least 5 players I've ever played against.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've got the chance to play. I've got the chance to play a lot of great. Luckily, since I got a PC, I got a chance to play a lot of great players and get my ass kicked by them.
Well, the reason why he has a 3 is because he plays Xianghua, and Xianghua takes no execution, except for some.
Yeah, no execution. I'm not arguing that. Yeah, no chance. I would honestly might give a 5 in both punishment and adaptability because there's always the optimal punch, no matter what it is.
It's gonna make him ultra legendary. We're making him fucking Dialga now.
I will compromise. I will compromise. Here you go. Here's a 5 adaptability right here.
Yeah, I definitely think it's adaptability.
Is Zeph guy here right now? Everybody's laughing so hard.
Yeah. We need to get Zeph on this show.
I mean, not Zeph, Incendiate.
Oh, George.
I get them mixed up sometimes. Fuck.
I understand they're both X players, but
Yeah. Does that make X a top tier?
I mean, I think she's
good,
top 5, honestly.
I think she's low. I think as a player, after I really got to know what she is about, I think she's low 5,
mm-hmm.
and I think you can argue her down to 6 or 7, given some compelling arguments for some characters.
Mm-hmm.
I do not think she's top 3 though. I honestly don't think it is. She has some glaring holes. Just the I-12C is brutal. I'll be honest. The I-12C just puts that character up 20 spots.
I just think her endless amount of mix-ups, especially in the hands of people like Zeph and Incendiate, it's so crazy seeing them just destroy.
Yeah, a lot of it's really annoying, but also a lot of it is once you really, really fully deep dive, you can understand there's a lot of actually easy risk for trades and risk versus rewards that become very obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Where those mixes really don't amount to a lot of damage overall. She has to take risks to use those mixes a lot.
Right.
So like, it's definitely a weird give and take. Like I understand like 100% top 3 most annoying character to play against. 100%.
As a Keelik player, I don't think it's terrible, but it is pretty annoying when the X is very good.
Oh yeah, 100%. I never want to downplay her past like 5 because I understand just how strong she is. But there's some glaring characters that I think are just infinitely stronger or much stronger. Like I think like Amy, Nightmare, Yoshimitsu, or like 3 and like those are just infinitely better.
Siegfried is just a better Nightmare.
All right, we can talk about this later.
That's a different. That's a hard discussion.
Yeah,
we can talk about that later.
I can't wait if you do the kill. If you do the kill stream,
We can make that a different.
If you get a kill stream, I can't wait to see some of the worst takes I've ever seen in my life come out of that.
Wait, tier list. Wait, tier list Tuesdays? Or
that's Terraria Tuesday. If my Friday is okay. If my Friday is open, I will do the Keelik podcast.
I'm so bad.
Okay.
Let's go.
Make sure to tell me because I will literally sit there for like 5 hours and argue why Keelik is like top 10. Okay,
he's not top 10.
I will die on this hill.
Dude,
I respect it. You'll die on this hill.
This is just gonna like devolve into a yelling match.
Absolutely,
Look,
that's the best
part. Yeah.
I'm not sure how many of you were there. I gotta find this stream, but I literally did the Great Nightmare debate with Father Ramon for like 3 or 4 hours. Okay,
on stream.
If you don't have Nightmare as top 3, you are a Nightmare player downplaying your character.
Listen to me when I say this. I will die on this hill too. Nightmare bottom 5. Fuck you.
No
okay?
fucking way. No fucking way.
Yes, I will die on this. I will do Nightmare Great Debate Part 2, and I will literally debate 20 people back to back on this. I swear to God.
I will tell you right now, when that character cannot ring it, when that character stops ringing me out from middle of the map, I'll start taking that conversation seriously.
Just because a character has one good thing doesn't mean they're instantly top 10. Okay?
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I guess.
Yo, it's not.
I started it. Oh no, here we go again. This one always gets people.
Nah, man, it's not bottom 10, but it's not top 5. It's like
he's top 5.
No, it's top 10. It's not.
Nightmare is fucking trash.
All right,
different.
I'm gonna grab 5 Keelik mains on Friday. We're gonna make a tier list, and we're just gonna tilt everyone.
Yeah, so
we're gonna make some content, right? We're gonna make some nice ass content.
I need you to answer me this question. Outside of the beginning of round 1, what time do you not have a bar meter as Nightmare? Go on. You have to hesitate on that answer. Which is all it says. All it needs to be known.
You do have with Nightmare, you do get bar pretty easily, but to get bar, you have to do really hard reads that are pretty minus, right? Like. But that's a different. We can have this discussion. We can stream it. We can set aside 5 hours for this. Okay, we can have this discussion. But right now we're doing the.
I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty good stream idea. The idea of like, what will you die on a hill for? And open just these type of.
Fuck it. Why not? If my Friday is free, we'll have episode 1. Fuck it.
Wait. Friday.
I mean, I'm free Fridays, so we can do this every Friday.
I can make it Friday from 7 to 10.
That'll be something we have to adjust with.
Yeah, fine. All right, Kazino and I are going to be planning this as soon as possible, probably after my Maple Story stream. But yeah, we will definitely.
Which I'm delaying to all hell.
I can plan it tomorrow because I got to go to sleep soon. But
all right.
We'll talk about it. Yeah.
All right, I'll have another stream after this because why not? But I will do the push-ups and the hydrate when I start my next stream. I'm going to take a quick break because Maple Story is I got to do my Maple Story weeklies.
We go though.
Before we go.
We had 2 backup hosts just in case one of you guys had to leave, and as a thank you for the backup host from this stream, we like to make them the host for the next stream, and those 2 were Omega XEN and Indy Nile. I'm not sure if they're here right now, but yes, they.
Two captains. Nice.
Yep, 2 captains.
Those are the guests for next week. We got 2 Boomnati League captains next week. So yeah.
I think I got to play Kwong for like the first time on ranked like 2 days ago. He's playing his Setsuga. He was playing his Taki. Let me tell you, my ankles hurt from how many 1Bs I ate.
Yep, that's.
It was a lot. It was a lot. It was fun, but I'm like, man, can you leave my ankles alone?
All right. So.
Alright.
Oh, it seems like James Chen is not on. Is he on?
Oh yeah, because didn't we? Oh no, he's usually on by now, right?
All right.
It's midnight 30.
Yeah, he's usually
Damn, we
on
did
'cause
this
he's
for
West
3
Coast.
hours. That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. We were 3 hours.
This is
but
a
like,
long.
But like
this is a
30
longer
minutes of
one.
it was 30 minutes was the conversation after the cards were over.
Yeah. All right. So since you two are our guests, if you have anyone you want to raid, we will raid them. If not, I'm just gonna raid a random VTuber that I know.
I will. Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate. I appreciate being on here.
I got someone I know.
But yes, before we end the whole thing, do you have any last remarks and about this whole thing, or just want to say something like, and no hot takes, because I don't want to be on stream for another like 30 minutes about this shit.
No promises. MindWolf, you can go first.
Kinetic trash.
Must resist. But yeah, it's for me. I appreciate being on here. I appreciate the invite, and this is the hill where I will die on. Mint chocolate is trash. I will
fucking
the end there.
based, red pilled, and true. Yes.
Thank
Fuck
you.
mint.
Mint ice cream is garbage, and that will be my final statement to leave everyone off with.
All right, I guess we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid. Who can we raid? Right, Emu, Grape. Oh, we can raid Grape. All right, we'll raid Grape. So sneak peek. Also, Grape and I may be commentating a Illuminati's battle coming up. We don't know yet. We don't know, but
that is. I don't know.
Two
I don't know if I can
VTubers.
handle.
I
don't know if I can handle Grape's energy. That's gonna be. Grape's. I don't know if the people are ready to handle Grape's energy.
Yeah, with 2 hype commentators. I'm like hype and like slash like try to build narrative, but like yeah, it's gonna be great.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, so Grape is a variety streamer, VTuber that also does Caliber on Fridays. She does open lobbies. So if you would like to support her as well, I have the raid up, and we're gonna raid her. Message is I don't know. Put some Soul Calibur 6 hot takes in the chat. Be respectful though. Be respectful. All right. Once again, thank you all for coming, and I will see you guys on Wednesday for Caliber content, and in about 15 minutes for not Caliber content. Peace.